I'm proud of both of you.
Alright, we're officially live. Thing.
We are, in fact,
Alright, we're officially live. Thing. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so what's the dealio today? Why is today a special day?
Today, Breeze, is the final few hours of our Kickstarter.
What's that?
Today's when the world ends.
In some ways, yes.
Thank you, Genevieve.
You know, the world is ending because our Kickstarter is ending. The world can't exist without this Kickstarter in it.
It's like it's a robot apocalypse. It's a change. Nothing ever ends. Things only change. It's very different. Where we will be going from development and crowdfunding to development and then production. It'll be great.
Took you a second to
The
get
development
that
never
word.
ends.
Except when we hit production, then development.
But then development begins on the next thing, Breeze. It is a
Oh yeah,
endless
that's true.
cycle.
Then we just start developing Aegis sequels and Aegis expansions as soon as we hit the print button on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The robot party never ends.
Bryfox is saying in chat that this is much too cheesy.
We can't actually hear the music that's playing.
Huh? Wait,
The
can you
streamer
hear
is
the music or no?
No, I can't hear the music.
I can't hear music. I'm thankful for not being able to hear music because, you
Well, I know
know,
we can't hear the music, but is it streaming through Kettle's thing?
likely.
It is streaming, and okay, I turned the audio on for the stream, and it's very loud.
Oh, there it is. See there.
Okay, is that better? I just turned the volume down a bit.
Sound check 1, 2, 3.
It's perfect.
Can you hear it?
Is it perfect, or are you saying it because you think it's entertaining and it's gonna ruin everything else?
Game show voices?
And the awful game show voices. Our awful game show voices.
Yeah!
One and only awful game show voices.
Breeze
And
Grigus,
welcome
come on
back.
down!
101 Dolans? Did that go up or down in the last few seconds? Because man,
It's gone up.
I love it's like the tiniest roller coaster right now, but it's trending upwards. Okay, we're back up to 101. Sweet. All right.
Is the music
let's
a good
see.
volume?
Let's applause to backer Puckstopper. A lot of add-ons attached to his pledge.
Just how many
He is
add-ons?
the greatest.
All the add-ons.
Most recent, our other most recent backer is Cody, followed by Guest 17909575547, who snagged the last VIP tier. I have no idea who that is, but they
Clearly
are
not a robot.
VIP in my book. Then we got a bunch of people named Rob and some people named Jacobs, and there's
Wait,
Puckstopper.
How many Robs? I need
Many
to know.
Rob.
How many?
I think there's probably. I can actually go to our backer list. I'm going to count the amount of Robs, and maybe that should be a stretch goal. The next time we do a Kickstarter, I want to do a stretch goal that says like if we get like 15 Jacobs, then we unlock this, or like 30 Robs, then we unlock that.
It's like if we have enough of a certain name, then one of the commanders gets that name.
Oh my God! There's only 3 Robs out of all of our backers. How is that possible?
How many Roberts?
I think Robert would be included in the Rob count.
Oh, there's it's Robbie, Rob, and Robert. It's very different. It's fascinating. Lovely people, all 3 of them. What about?
So are you saying we've been robbed?
Oh my god.
Boo.
Ah. And well, let's see. What about something?
Breeze, that
Oh,
laugh
I know
sounded
why.
fake.
And then propagate the entire backer list, which is like several hundred people long.
Can you just do like Control F?
Down for the entire list to load, and then I can hit Control F.
Okay.
The final update should just be like Rob statistics.
Why don't you just search backers by name at the top of the list?
Percentage of Robs.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do it easy. I'm gonna obviously load the entire list and then hit Control
Because
F.
after you load the entire list, you can just keep
Hmm.
researching with the find thing as opposed to keep researching and reloading with the specific.
All right, it looks like we have 15 Robs,
15! Oh my god.
15 Robs, 6 Brians. What about a Mark?
Do we have a Mark in the audience?
What about Joe? We got Joe. No, we got no Joes. Not a single Joe. We have a Joel,
What
but
about
not a Joe.
Joseph? Because Josephs can go by Joe and might use their formal
True.
name and buy
Oh
things.
wait, never mind. I think we got many Joe. No, we got. Yeah,
I
we got.
would like to note though, Joel is backer 420.
Then we got
Joel's the coolest.
Josephs. And yeah, so this is great. This is looking at the list of all the really awesome people in the last 30 days. Fills my heart.
With something. We don't really... Science doesn't really know what's in there, but it's getting filled with something.
There's appreciation, I think. And other fuzzy feelings, too. Oh, cool.
We're being asked by
Alright, so-
Scott what number he is.
Actually, what number is Scott?
Scott, I believe, is number 32.
Ooh, he is.
And there are only
We actually
four...
have, like-
There are only 3 Scotts, and one guy who's popping up because the word Scott is in his last name.
Yeah. Name Killaminis. So that's metal. That's about as metal as board game names can be.
So, we're mostly
Let's
here
see,
to chill and count down the final few hours of the campaign before we hibernate for a weekend and get back to work.
Kettle, I need you to make. Kettle, I need you to make the. I need you to make the board dynamic. Can you change it a little bit?
Can I
Go to
just
a
flip
lower
it?
angle and then like go to about a 45-degree like rotation.
Yeah, the composition could use some work.
What if
The board composition. We
What
can't
if we
have
just
the
flip
we can't
it?
have the screen look boring. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, stop. A little bit to the left. Perfect. Anyway, yes, hello everybody. And we
Thank you, Bri Fox.
Right, that's not necessary.
oh my god. And we have we made you this really cool robot game, and we are very appreciated. We appreciate everyone who has backed us. It has been a dream. We've been working on this game for like 4 years, not continuously, but we've rebuilt it like 3 or 4 times in 4 years.
I've only been on
learning
this
every-
for 2.5. I've got like a year and a half before I like.
I've been in robot purgatory for a while now, since early 2013.
I still maintain a fraction of my sanity.
You can if you go to the old Kickstarter updates, I think it's like update something. You can actually see like a little slideshow of how the games look throughout the ages.
the ages?
So throughout the ages,
Boo. That should have been my
about
turn.
on like little sketchbook. The game came out on a little sketchbook page, and then it was slips of paper, and then it was slightly then it was slightly nicer slips of paper, and then it was
Marginally.
pretty good slips of paper printed at Staples for a while. Then it was better slips of paper printing actual cards, but then we package those cards inside of slips of paper in the shape of boxes because we made the boxes ourselves. And now we're in 2014 territory. And then after that, when we were picked up by Greenbrier, we started getting like real assets, like punch boards and stuff. That was cool. So we learned all about that. And
now we're on our own again, and we're getting the final form of all the assets, and it's going to be great.
And yeah, absolutely. And if somebody backs at the $700 level, you get 2 signed copies of the game and other copies of the game that are like prototypes that are 2 and 3 years and 4 years old. So they are like, we have 4 original red Arcbuster boxes from Gen Con 2015 that just don't really exist anymore. They are very special.
I think I still have all the content from those original boxes, but I don't have the boxes themselves.
Who is the best commander, and why is it Rios?
What is a Rios? We just don't know.
What is a Rios? I don't know any commander by that name in the final game.
I have no idea. Yeah, I think we're actually removing Rios for like a ballerina.
Oh wait,
No,
I know. It was.
We're removing it for a random commander named Phil. Is the
Phil?
Yeah, it was like, and so yeah, we're gonna remove Rios for Phil. Apparently, our audio just died.
Is the audio dead? Is anyone else having audio trouble?
It seems okay.
Might be on Scott's end then.
Leave Phil out of this. So
that's Rios' actual name. He changed it to Rios.
I'd like you to know, Breeze. The Getter Robo opening is playing at the moment.
I feel like Rios' real name was Sawyer, and he changed it to
apparently
Rios because he thought it sounded cooler. And he also didn't want his mom knowing what he was doing.
Can a future commander be Rios' mother, just like nagging him for causing mayhem?
Hey, I'm still in favor of Poppet's
We are officially $42 away from hitting 51,000. And we are at 2.
Genevieve, what if Poppet's aunt is
with
Rios'
2 minutes
mother?
and 41 seconds, with 2 hours and 41 minutes to go.
I agree.
We are $42 away from hitting 51,000. We can get some of that sexy art by Stephen Gibson. Specifically, I wanted to get some Stephen Gibson art. I wanted level 5s and some of the level 4s to look really cool, since they deserve to, since they're pretty much separated from the rest of the game anyway in terms of like power level and like coolness. I wanted to give them some of the really awesome razzle dazzle. We might have them
give
step
us that old razzle dazzle.
I gotta give it the razzle dazzle, and then depending on the final, I might ask him to come back depending on his schedule to like do stuff like the final box art and things like that. He did a really, really good job refurbishing Z-Apocalypse 2. The games, all of that game's art assets look really good. So Stephen Gibson is a very talented man, and everyone should go play Grimslingers. Play as Wizard Chickens, which is best. With Chicken Gandalf. Grimslingers has some of the best character designs of modern board games. So let's see. We're gonna get that 50.
Is pretty fancy.
Get that 51,000 worth of Stephen Gibson art, and things are gonna go smooth. And let me see what's the after. We got one at 52,500. I think that's more campaigns for the campaign book. Gotta have more of those stories to play through, which is cool. 13 currently, so we would go up to 18, and we'd be able to explore some more wild scenarios.
We've had a lot of requests in the chat for some co-op options or some single player, so we might look into some of those for the campaign scenarios.
We'll see if we can do something with co-op and single player. I'm not sure how feasible that is with the core
Totally
set
doable.
line.
Totally doable.
We got concepts for it in the future, that's for sure.
Definitely have concepts.
Let's see. Yeah, AI controlled decks are really neat. So we got if we happen to get up to 52,500, And if we get like 6,000 more dollars, we get all the level 3, 4, and 5 robots get some bigger standees. That way you can easily tell the difference between them on the board and they don't look like little shrimpkins like the level 1s and 2s. And of course, at 62,500 dolans, we got to all boxes, or to all deluxe boxes. So deluxe backers, we get 10 dice that have the fancy stuff on it. 65,000 gets us custom molded plastic bases, and backers. 70,000 dolans, we get a campaign book, like a physical little campaign book that's basically just the campaigns and not like the rest of the content. So we get like that, like a 20 or so page little book attached to all deluxe boxes. If we get $20,000 in the next 2 hours, I know we can do it. We've gotten this far. And then at $75,000, we have the Aegis Companion app, which we do have prototype for, and our buddies over at Petrichor are going to throw that together. Very experienced and very talented contract mobile and web developers. And the whole thing behind the Companion app is that you can do all sorts of cool stuff. As dice roller, HP trackers, you can build and save your team, so you remember who's on your teams. You can look at a robot and see which robot, and you can see which combined robots it can become. And if you look at a combined robot, you can look at which basic robots can go into it. So that's very useful. It kind of basically shows like what do you call those things in RTSs? Not skill trees. That's hierarchies. Hello, you play RTSs. What do you call it?
I don't play
tech
RTS.
trees.
Yeah, there we go.
Huh?
Are you talking about
trees,
tech
yeah.
trees? Hi.
Well, welcome to the final Aegis party chat, everybody. This is Jesse Clark. He is our rules balancer extraordinaire. So yeah, the Aegis Companion app would get you some tech trees, so you can very easily filter and look through the mass abundance of robots. And of course, like, rulebook and glossaries and searchable things like that.
So you're basically saying, like, if I picked like a level 3 robot, it would give me a list of things that I use to get up to that level 3 robot.
Yeah.
And vice versa. All right.
Absolutely. So it's like, yep, pick Esper 4000, and then you'll see like, oh, it can be made out of like these 3 or 4 or 5 level 2 robots. And then you'll kind of know, it gives you an easier way to build your team. Though displaying all of the cards out on a table in front of you like tarot cards, and trying to find the color patterns is also really, really fun in its own right.
And it works pretty well, especially as you like start building teams, because it's really easy, especially once you've done it a little bit. It's really easy to like pull out a level 2 or a level 3 or something like that and pick everything that makes it, and then you can sort of build out teams and add and subtract different robots that it makes. Which is definitely doable without the app, but having an app to do it would be really helpful.
So yeah, we got to get $25,000. We got 2 hours and 35 minutes. Everybody like and share. So yeah, there's actually a reasonably good chance that we can unlock those. We can unlock those extra campaign modes. I'm pretty excited about the campaign book. We haven't shown anything physical. We haven't showed much physical from the campaign book, but it's going to be pretty cool. And that's going to be one of the first things we start getting final graphic design crack-a-lacking on after the Kickstarter ends. Once the Kickstarter ends, we have a nice fancy diagram that we will line up and things that are going to be done as the game moves forward to production. So you can kind of follow it. Japanime Games does that with a lot of their Kickstarters, and I thought it was a great idea, so we're doing it too. Very easy way to figure out where the project's at. So yeah, we after the Kickstarter, we got some work to do, not a huge amount. Biggest thing is just commissioning some of the new art and getting it in, which shouldn't be that much. That shouldn't be that long of a turnaround. We have at least one new board art that we need, and then we got small handful of robots that need some new art, and then then the backer commanders, obviously. We got 9 backer commanders that need doing up by amazing art talent Dan Olson, and so that will be.
And that's broken down into some that come with robots and some that are just commanders plus abilities, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. So yeah, we got 9. We got 4. We got 4 robots that are. We got 4 new commanders featuring commander robots, and then we got 5 from the $300 backers that do not have robots, and they are characters that will be incorporated into the lore. And I've been having lots of really good feedback with those backers. And it's going to be great. And those characters will continue to appear throughout Aegis as we make expansions and stuff. So we're actually building out. We're taking a really good opportunity with this first Kickstarter to build out the cast. I'm very, very thankful to all of you who, decided to actually chip in $300 for that. And so I believe I have now been in touch with almost every single high tier backer. Some of them I have not. So I wonder. So that I hope they pull through there and then just like troll.
We'll work a little bit harder to once the campaign is over, we'll start reaching out more formally.
So that's
to those backers and try and get that feedback in as quick as possible.
Yep. That's because like the art turnaround, that'll be like a few weeks going back and forth with Dan and company, getting it all nice and perfect and making sure all the styles line up. Not really worried about the Steven Gibson art should we unlock it, because the guy's a wizard and he works and finishes this stuff in like an hour. Canadian wizardry. Let's see. So later open, and we got a bunch of people here, and we'll casually play while I continue to yammer on. I know we got a bunch of backers watching now. If you guys have any questions, please ping the chat, and we'll talk about it, including questions that are completely inane. I like those more than everything. So please don't hesitate to ask us things like that.
What is your favorite subspecies of mallard?
What is my favorite species of mallard?
Subspecies.
Yeah, subspecies.
My favorite subspecies of mallard.
I don't even know if this is a legitimate question. Actually, it is, as it turns out.
No, mallard's a gender.
What?
So,
like a mallard is a male duck.
Right.
So there are different subspecies of duck. You're correct about that, but not like a mallard in particular.
Hold on, though. Well, yeah, but
I like how Genevieve just like busted out her degree in avian biology.
No, wait. A subspecies of the mallard called the Mexican duck occurs in parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and Mexico.
There are subspecies of mallards. Ha! Victory.
Yeah?
I just always
the other
knew
day
it as, like, a mallard was a male duck, like a gander is a male goose.
What's your favorite breed of mallard, and why is it the rare quacking Rios? Thank you, Bri Fox.
So, I mean, we should talk about Rios for a little bit, because Bri Fox loves hearing trivia about Rios. Originally, Rios's concept art looked like Fonzie, and then I handed it off to Dan Olson, and I'm like, "Here, work the magic." And he comes back to me with this guy with dinosaur proportions, and it was really, really cool. So that's how we got the Rios we know today. We could have had Lightning Fonzie. His arm things are kind of based off this PS1 game called Silent Bomber. So that was the inspiration there, where the main character of Silent Bomber has like these giant like forearm guard things that shoot bombs everywhere. He was also vaguely based on Kazuma the Shell Bullet from Scryed, which is my favorite character of all time. So that's where he draws a little bit from. I liked that Dan Olsen gave him like a black and white color scheme. I think that really distinguishes him. One of the hardest things about doing one of the hardest things about doing neutral commanders art-wise is obviously the 5 main factions of commanders are all color-coded. But like, how do we differentiate like commanders? Because I mean, they can't. I don't want them to be necessarily super color-coded because that'd be a little confusing. So how many different ways can we do gray? And I didn't want to like test that version out either. So Diane is distinctly like, she is like just straight up, her like color is gray, red and dark blue highlights. But Rios is like, I'm in a black tracksuit. So he has like the black and white motif. And then Poppet ended up being pretty blue because she's like has a blue robot and she is vaguely imperial but not really. But her main key color is like bronze and like that weird like off-color white pink that her hair is. So that rhinoceros.
I have found the Rios duck breed.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It's an Ancona duck.
See, there's Diane. I also I can't wait to redo the graphic design on these energy trackers. I'm gonna make them look a lot better.
Yeah, these were honestly thrown together at the time that we first made them, right? They were
it's weird. It's like Aegis has had such a long, complicated production process. We had really old ones that were definitely thrown together, which is why those clip art bullet holes are on there. And then those were put together for like the Gen Con 2015 prototype. And then when we got like the new commander art and the new background art, we swapped those out.
Yeah, so there are some slightly more updated ones. So like the Gamund one on the other side of the table has a different texture in the back and stuff like that.
I gave each commander has like a different texture, but it's all like clip art textures. So I'm gonna redo that a little bit, make it so it's like not clip art. Let's see. I'm gonna stick the commander abilities just so they're all uniform, because the $300 backers get energy trackers at the moment, and they will have their commander abilities on them. And I'll just make it, and then I'm just gonna figure out the optimum size, because originally they were elongated like this specifically so they would fit on a punch board. But the final energy trackers in the game are now more super tough, hard stock card paper, smart paper, rather than being chipboard. Because having 8 or 12 energy trackers made out of chipboard makes our box 2 pounds heavier. So we figured out last year, a while ago, that doing paper. And on the opposite side of the energy trackers, each commander will have their own energy tracker. And on the opposite side of the energy trackers is going to have other trackers that you can use. So we're going to put the point control tracker on there. And I think it'll be kind of like a uniform back to all the energy trackers. You'll have a point control tracker on there, a turn counter tracker on there, should you ever need that for certain scenarios.
Breeze, I'd just like you to know that the music that's playing while you're discussing energy trackers is the Gurren Lagann opening.
Alright, so yeah, talking about high-level production stuff. So yeah, we're going to figure out the most optimum shape for these squares. I don't think so, but they might. That'll come down to just production stuff. Likely they won't really change from being rectangles. But yeah, so front will be commander stuff with energy tracker thing. Back will be uniform with other tracker things that you will use them for. And then that's a design thing. We're gonna do some adjusting on the cards. I have a few things I'd like to ask the backers about in terms of the graphic design on the cards. Because now the first one of the Kickstarter is printing a new run of cards for the tabletop sim and free-to-play for the deluxe backers. And I think I've been saying ideally mid to late July for those is the target date for the print and play and the tabletop sim version. So I'm going to see if I can get a new run of cards. And then those cards will be not the final cards, because the final cards will ultimately be the ones that we just shove out in like October-ish to the printer. But so again, we're gonna get the next run of cards out to people as early as possible, and probably not counting things like the backer commanders, because those are gonna take a while to, and some other robots that don't have super finalized assets yet. But we're gonna get them all. We're gonna get as many robots, probably at least 90, to the deluxe backers very early, and then we'll be collecting feedback, so we can make. So I'd love to hear feedback across like the 3 or 4 months. Print and play and the tabletop simulator, getting that last minute like balance feedback and play testing in. And then we will hit the print button with a final adjustment of the cards.
So Jesse, what are you putting together over here?
Some nonsense.
Fair enough. I just wanted to interject with Breeze because we have in fact hit 51K.
Hey.
God,
Yeah.
the little robot game that could.
Wasn't that book banned for communism?
Wait,
A lot of things are banned for communism. Don't worry about
The
it.
little robot that could, the little train that could was banned. It was a banned book because of communism. I think.
Alright,
You learned something new today.
I have built the greatest team that makes level 3s of all time. I have done it.
Yeah,
I mean,
is
it
that
makes
so?
So this team
it
has
makes
no
the
commander.
three coolest
It doesn't
level
need
3s.
commanders. Because commanders don't allow you to get access to extra level 3s. So what we have here is the sickest team. The base team has 2 S-types on it, and is kind of a variant of something that I've played for a very long time, where you use the Arrows 400, the Ida 100, and basically any G and S-type robots, and as long as you have an SSM as well, and you combine on turn 1 up the chain into the Ida 1000, which is an AI with capture, so you lock an opponent's robot down, then combine that up into the Arrow 6000. Its refuelability triggers, giving you a bunch of energy back, which you use to create the SSM 3000, and you say, "Come at me." That's the base strategy. However, I've changed some things around a little bit and given the team some new diversity, in that on this base lineup, I also have access to the Salve 5000. Or no, not on this base lineup, but I have the Esper as a side piece on my sideboard. So I can bring in the Esper or the Inade. The Inade comes in if I'm trying to beat opposing lasers, because I can gain access to Beacon Laser Shield 2, which is pretty sweet. And then I can bring in the Esper, which gives me access to the Esper 4000 or the Salve 5000, whichever I feel like making at the time. So this is a group of 7 robots that has access to 3 different level 3 robots and a whole mess of level 2s. I don't even know if I've got all the level 2s out. I think I do.
A lot of level 2s. Pretty cool ones, too. You had to set this team up so it could make the GON 2000 just to, like, torment me, didn't you?
Well, no, actually that was completely unintentional. Or it wasn't unintentional, but I didn't want to play an L. And I needed a way of getting through the EG combination without playing an L or a Snow for S-types.
So tormenting is a side benefit.
Yeah, it was really one of those like, oh, well, I want to make the South 5000 and the Esper. How can I do that? The GON is the only way.
Fair enough. And That combo of just those two covers a pretty good range of scenarios with level 3s.
Yeah. So with those two, I have a whole bunch of different options. It's really easy to swap things in and out on the team based on what I think I'm going to be playing against. And I have access to a pretty significant set of combines over here. I've got 8 combines.
But under current rules, your combined pool is limited to 5 robots.
What? That's not. That is not under current rules at all. What are you talking about? That is not a thing, because that makes it so that you can't even... That makes it so that if you make a level 5, you have no other options. That should not be in the rulebook.
Wait, what's the question?
In current rulebook, your combined pool is limited to 5 robots.
Yeah, that needs to get fixed.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
Because this is an example of why that doesn't... I mean, that's a significant limitation.
Alright, so Kella, what are you putting together on your team?
Oh, I just learned I could write in the corner on the screen and send text messages to chat.
What? So it looks like we got 51,000.
What am I playing?
$117.
We do, huh?
I
Wait, am I
kinda
playing
hate
against
to do
Jesse with
this.
custom team right now? Okay, let's
I might have to leave. I'm very sorry.
No problem. Have a good one, Genevieve.
Thanks for hanging out with me this far, and keep pushing. We can get farther than 51K. It's gonna be great.
That's the spirit. Oh no, you took my missile goat, didn't you? Oh. You bastard. What can I play without a missile
No, of
goat?
course we're getting a flood of nice questions and comments. It's like, let's see here. And yes, the tabletop sim demo is available. Good thing. Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, pair. One of the things we learned after the first Kickstarter is that once the Kickstarter ends, you can no longer edit the page anymore ever. So one of the things I've been doing today is preparing that. So the page will look all prim and proper when it goes into the embalming process, which is essentially what it is. So we'll put switch certain graphics around and all that.
Going to try something a bit silly.
Really?
See if it pays off. Let me see.
Excel gun.
Not using the Excel gun. Don't worry.
Just use 3 Excel guns.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
When one Excel gun dies, I think the other one gets like +3/+3/+3 or something.
It'll be fine.
Just do the Etwall triple triad.
It'll be fine, Breeze. Don't worry. It'll all be okay.
Goal add-ons. Let's see here.
You also took my favorite salve. That one hurts.
Ah.
I mean, I legitimately don't care which salve I have. I'll trade you.
I'm kidding. I don't care. It's not going to matter. Oh, will it? Actually?
So what's your thought process?
Yes, that will matter.
All right, that's fine. It's the salve is only there as a combine option.
Oh, I just want this one because it has 3 integrity rather than 2 against your lasers.
Oh, see, I have no intention of.
Oh wait, no, you're not running stealth, so I don't have to worry about early arcing laser.
You have to worry about arcing lasers after turn 2.
Yeah, but at that point, 3 versus 2 isn't going to matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing no commander, so yeah, I don't care.
But
which
you
salve
also
I
took
run.
Grenade, so I can't use that against.
I mean, like those are things in my.
Don't worry. I understand.
They're not really.
So, Kettle, what exactly is it that you're putting together here?
I've dubbed this team Diender 5000.
Seems legit.
I'm
Why?
going to give the Ender 5000 Retaliate.
Oh. Sounds good. Ender 5000 can hit people at any range pretty effectively.
So,
Well,
we don't actually have any of the level 4s or level 5s in PSIM yet. We're working on, getting those together. They brought in, hopefully in the next few weeks. Okay, I think I'm good. I just need to find pieces.
Alright, yeah, I haven't even started looking for pieces.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do that.
The
I mean,
number
we can
of
also, like, shenanigans and talk about robot anime and stuff while we're, searching.
666 backers. You're in robot hell!
We've been in robot hell for the past, several years of designing, Breeze. We're ascending to robot purgatory now. Then when the game ships, we finally reach, robot heaven. Let's see.
But the right one have more polish. Let's combine them. It says it's so much flare than is a waste of energy. It could be invested in power up force field. I back because you said it's you for no reason. In regard, you don't need to worry about customs or VAT.
Okay.
Let's see here. I will continue to answer Kickstarter questions.
So, get some discussion going. Jesse, you've been working on the game longer than I have. What got you into the whole combining robot thing?
I got in because one day I walked into a building that Breeze was in, and he was like, "Hey, tell me, or let me show you this idea." And he showed me a bunch of pieces of paper with some words written on them that was sort of kind of like Aegis, and I told him a whole bunch of things that are no longer in the game that were problems at the time, and then kind of went, all right, I want to keep working on this. And that's how I got involved in these combining robots.
Well, what got you into the combining robot genre in general? Any shows in particular?
I don't know, man. What didn't get me into combining robots? I can't pinpoint that. That's not a question that I think is answerable because I can't remember a time when I didn't like giant robots.
Okay, fair.
So that's why I chose to answer the question of how I started working on this. I started working on it because it seemed like a really cool idea for a game, and it was fun and interesting and different enough from other things that I had seen that it seemed worth working on. And so here we are, years later.
Okay, so what's the best version of Transformers, Gen 1 or Beast Wars?
That's also an impossible question.
That one needs an answer, I'm sorry.
Gen 1 has So Gen 1 has the movie. If it
The
weren't for
movie's
the
pretty
movie,
great.
if it weren't for the movie, it would be clear that it was Beast Wars, is the thing. The movie itself is a masterpiece, but Beast Wars is also a masterpiece. So I think I have to give it to Beast Wars. But the movie is better than any The movie is better than any one season of Beast Wars. It's just that there's a lot of Beast Wars.
Beast Wars
Fair
was pretty
enough.
consistently good for like a long time. But
Beast
then you
Wars
have like
was incredible. I don't think Beast Wars has a bad episode.
Okay,
It's
what's
like-
the best modern Transformers series?
oh dude, I got this.
All
Best
right.
I
modern
believe there's
Transformers-
Prime, Cybertron, and Energon, whatever. All the whatever.
Garbage. But we don't.
There's also
So
the current one that's running. Thank you very much. Which is Robots
I really
in
like
Disguise.
Bots in Disguise, the one that was on Fox Kids back in like the early 2000s, where almost every single robot in the series was a combiner, and Fortress Maximus was there and stuff. That was my favorite because like the Autobots had a combiner that was 3 bullet trains that could combine together, and it was super cool. It was a good season for the combining thing. And also they shouted their attacks in that season, which was a little weird, but yeah, whatever.
Japan, they're allowed to shout their attacks.
So I actually like the one that's running right now.
I haven't actually
Which I
seen it.
believe-
How is it?
It's interesting. It's a very kid show, which I'm like fine with, but it's about Bumblebee as like the central main character, and he's running his own team.
Business.
And like Optimus is also there, and sometimes they team up, but it shows like the failings of Optimus as a leader and like why being a leader is hard and stuff like that, and that's pretty interesting.
That's
me.
cool.
It has humans involved, but they're also like side characters. They're not really the point, which is, you know, important in your Transformers.
That's
Fair.
good. The seasons where I always found that the seasons where the human characters were like super ultra prominent were the weakest.
Hmm.
Like Armada definitely focused on those 3 goons. I don't really even remember their names, but I just remember they were annoying. I did like their little sidekick robot though that was combined from like a skateboard, a scooter, and a bike. That was like the coolest. Mini-cons were a cool idea in general.
Minicons were fun. Some of the Transformer toys from that series were great. I remember having a bunch of those. Let's see. So, Breeze, what would you say turned you into what you are today? Like, what was the thing that started this? What's the like single point that created you?
The single
Well,
point that created him.
My
Like, the
birth.
single like robot show or movie
I'm
or whatever
gonna
that
agree
turned you into what you are
with
today.
Oh, I actually was just on a podcast about this the other day. You should all go follow Otaku Cram School on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. It's a pretty good anime podcast by one of our best buddies who's been very supportive of the game, Chris, and who also works for a company called Crit Success, and they make dice rings. Dice in Aegis, I suggest getting dice rings because dice rings are sweet. About anime podcast with them the other day. It was pretty early on for me. So like I would go to Blockbuster all the time, and I would just rent the 80s Transformers movie over and over. But not just that, I also rented this one movie called Starvengers, which was like 90s Americanized Get a Robo, and like many times, and I just like watched Star Avengers over and over, and I thought it was like the coolest. And then I got into, and of course then I just like got super hardcore into Power Rangers, and that was my life. So it's like I just kept watching and playing with Transformers and watching Star Avengers every single time we would go to Blockbuster,
Starbucks.
and then Starbucks, and then yeah, my VHS of the Transformers movie. I was digging through some garbage and I found the '80s Transformers movie on VHS for $1, and I'm like, absolutely. I already own the 20th anniversary DVD or whatever, but I'm like, I can't.
Can't
So
say
I
no to
own
this.
Yeah, I can't say no to this. So I own like the '80s Transformers movie like 3 times over now.
I mean, that movie is honestly the pinnacle. I don't think anything is complete.
I listen to like I just randomly decide to start listening to You Got the Touch like every month. Like put that on. Anyway, should we get this game going, Jesse?
We can do that. Hold on. What the heck are you playing? Let me. All right. We can live with that. Okay.
can live with it.
Sadly,
gonna-
you took the in-aid there, so
The Yanade.
I can't. I don't have that as a combine option.
I mean, it's fine if you had the innate. I just don't make the arrows, and we haven't showcased the arrows yet, so I kind of want to.
Wait, there was a Transformers show called Transformers Kiss.
That's a good question. I actually hadn't read that comment fully. Alright.
Oh
I
wow,
have-
there was.
That's great.
It's purely. It's a Japanese only one, I believe.
Yeah, because I think Japan gets like a new Transformers series every year. Weird and
It
disturbing.
takes place in the Japanese Gen 1 continuity.
Okay.
And according to the Transformers Wiki, the series can be defined as belonging to the extremely creepy end of the magical girl fetish horror genre.
What?
Excuse me?
It
Magical
derives its
girl
name from
horror
its
genre?
controversial gimmick, which involves Transformers getting power-ups when they are kissed by human girls,
I remember hearing about this.
who fuse with the robots and share their adventures.
These are new and exciting and bold directions for Aegis to go.
The toys bear an ages 15 and up warning. And the manga is far from child-friendly.
God.
Oh my god.
The compromise is a toy line, a weekly radio drama series, and a 3-issue manga.
Excuse me?
A weekly radio series, you say?
Who does that? Who did this?
I'm gonna get some actors, and we're gonna get together the Aegis Weekly Radio Show. War of the
Who-
World.
Who made this? Who
Sweet.
wanted that? Can someone tell me?
What?
I like how it was popular enough to keep getting offshoots. Oh my god, we just hit 1 hour to go. Hour and 59 minutes to go.
Oh
But
goodness.
OMG.
Oh, jeez. Technically, that means we have like an hour 59 minutes to go. This does end at 7, as far as I'm aware.
Fox has volunteered as tribute for the radio show.
Yes. Fox,
See-
you can play a
Fox, I guess before we get a game going, do you want to volunteer as tribute to play Rios on stream for the first time this campaign?
lol.
Might as well get some fan involvement here rather than just Jesse and I punching each other in the face.
What does that mean?
It means
man,
that you and I punch each other in the face during playtest meetings quite often. So,
Sure.
and look at the hype Fox is bringing to the table.
He's so hyped.
Fox, I've added you onto the stream.
Yeah, Fox, just hop on chat right now. Let's go.
Here in Robot Hell.
Let's go. Got some epic music in the background.
See here. Meanwhile, I struggle to find the proper emoji for this tweet. I've never felt more millennial in my life.
Laughing, crying emoji.
Laughing, crying emoji.
No, he's asking for the tweet, not his life.
I still think that's fair.
Fair, yeah.
Huh.
Is that a Bry Fox I see? Yes, it is.
Welcome.
I love the guys over at Delve Podcast have like tweeted us and retweeted us multiple times today. Everyone should listen to Delve Podcast. We have like a 3-part episode on their podcast system right now where we interviewed I think it was like a few days into the Kickstarter, like 2 or 3 days in. So that's the context. But I go on to talk about campaigns and talk about the game modes, and we talk. Yeah, it's like we had a pretty long chat session, so everyone should go Delve Podcast. It's really good, really cool guys.
So, Bry Fox, are you in voice chat?
Mm.
Meanwhile, while we do Bry Fox is in chat, but we can't hear him.
Excellent.
Can you hear me now?
There
Yes.
we go. Okay, cool.
It unselected my microphone somehow.
That's great. So, if you want to just throw together a Rios team real quick, there's Rios himself.
Oh, I
I am
don't
going
know
to...
the robots well enough for this.
Fine, you got it.
You got this. We're giving you the opportunity to make a custom team.
Nah, just
Okay.
point and shoot.
Where are the robots sitting?
They're all in the cards on the side.
Oh, they're in the
on
cards.
side.
And they are
Oh, yeah,
all
they're-
color-coded.
Whoops.
We'll put you on a, since we know you have to go, we'll put you on a time limit. So you have 7 minutes to get your stuff together. Disables your gods with giant needles.
So, on a completely unrelated topic, I've been playing the new Fire Emblem. while I was
How
on
is
my
it?
trip. It's fucking amazing. Honestly,
Language,
the best
Jesse.
Fire Emblem game since Path of Radiance, in my opinion.
Wow.
Oh, which one is it? Fates or the new Shadows of Valentia?
Shadows of Valentia.
Oh, how is it? How is it?
It's real good.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
a lot of mechanics are not in the game, and they've taken some interesting routes with. So, like the weapon triangle, not in the game. Mages, their attacks require health. Archers get extra range and can attack at point blank range to make them like actually usable. They've got like third job is back, kind of. I think I don't know how to describe the third job stuff. There are just a lot of cool things. They got rid of the partner mechanic that was in the past couple, which I like, because partner made it feel like you didn't have a full team. You had like 3 or 4 guys, and that's gone with this. Overall, it's just really good and surprisingly challenging. I'm playing on the regular difficulty, and I have gotten stuck on one side of the campaign because I can't seem to get enough units across, like, poison wastes without them just taking too much damage. So, that's been interesting. They also added a really cool mechanic called the turn wheel, which lets you, like, back up if a character dies or something like that. So you don't have to play on casual if you're afraid of people dying. You just, like, use the turn wheel a limited number of times per battle to save your fuck-ups.
That's good.
Yeah. So it kind of just fixes a lot of things that I didn't like and makes some things more appealing to, like, risk-taking and stuff like that.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so Bright Fox, you can just throw your team together in the corner where I had this stuff. And I will be right back.
Yo, Bright Fox, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. 1, 2.
These are good things. How is Canada?
It is very warm recently.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, awesome. Hopefully that continues through next week.
It was really sunny in Seattle, and now it's like back to the thing where it's like it looks like it could second but doesn't. So it's like
Really,
now
because it's
like
actually been sunny in New England finally.
I think we
we
actually just
swapped again.
traded weather back. and
Yeah.
forth.
I think I have my team.
I'm finally
Okay.
back from 105-degree weather, which is very nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was
that's right. Yeah,
Vegas.
you were in the desert.
What was that?
So you were in the desert doing cool stuff.
Yeah, I was in the desert at a conference for not Aegis-related things.
Did you?
Oh, was that for your spreadsheets?
It was sort of tangentially related to spreadsheets, yeah. It's for a piece of software called Alteryx.
Yeah,
Which-
that's the spreadsheet one, yeah.
Yeah, and it lets you read in and analyze data and stuff like that, and it's pretty sweet. So I was out there for that event, and
But did you visit the Pawn Stars shop?
Don't forget your combines.
I did
Oh,
not
yeah.
visit
I've got
the
two of
Pawn
those.
Stars shop.
That's pretty sad. I don't know why you didn't visit the Pawn Stars shop.
Why would I have visited the Pawn Stars shop?
Seems like a completely wasted trip. I mean, what else is there in Las Vegas? It's like an empty town, right?
I mean, basically,
You should have asked
it
the-
is. It is the most crowded place with nothing to do that I've ever been.
That's actually that goes right along with what I've heard other people say too. I guess like there's the strip and then it's like desolate, but I
Yeah.
have no idea.
And even on the strip, I was like, and maybe I am just bad at finding things to do, but I've never encountered this problem anywhere except for Vegas. I walked around a lot, and I did not once, find something that looked like it was open and a thing that I wanted to do. Like, there were no events that were just like, hey, come do this event. And B, I did not find a single person outside of 2 elevator trips who looked like they were having fun.
Wow.
That was really weird to me.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's peculiar is what it is. So,
Vegas.
Vegas was a weird place for me, and I'm pretty sure I didn't like it. But the conference was pretty good. I learned some really interesting stuff, and I wound up having dinner with the CTO, which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that was a fun time. But it is entirely too hot in Vegas. 105 degrees is like unreasonable, and there's not enough like ready access to water. Water seems to be locked behind a paywall there, and that's kind of rough.
I think a lot of things are locked behind a paywall.
Water locked behind a paywall.
I mean, it's the best way I can describe it. Like, there were no water fountains anywhere. There was no like accessible drinking water. You had to go someplace and pay for it. Like, there was definitely a point where I went and got food, and I only got food because I was really thirsty and couldn't find water. And that's just bizarre to me. they had, I mean, they had like the mini bar in the room, and those are always overpriced. But a bottle of water out of the mini bar in the room was $18.
What?
Yeah. By comparison, you could get alcohol for like 10.
That's great.
My energy tracker is snapping to beside the numbers.
Good.
That's probably fine.
Oh, try flipping it over. Maybe something's goofed.
There we go.
All right. Yeah.
Sweet.
Interesting.
I should be ready.
Only using
Alright.
2 combines?
That's all I need.
Ooh.
I have
Exactly.
the one combine to get to the other combine.
See, Fox understands.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I think
You're not
that
even going to use the Gecko Ion with your Gecko there? Because I can get to the combine too.
that is true. You do have access
Nah.
to it. You might as well leave it there in case.
Just in case, I guess.
It gives you some scrap combine options.
Yeah.
All right. So let's kick things off. Let's do a roll to see who goes first.
Dynamic camera view, go.
667.
Yeah.
no. I have lost the roll.
There we go.
You're up first.
We are at 51,242. Maybe we can hit 52 in the next 106 minutes to go.
We have exactly. Yeah, can we like? Is there like a countdown timer we can stick at the second?
105 minutes to go. I mean, I can just.
We can find something.
Let me see. Does OBS have a built-in countdown timer I can put up?
Okay.
Does it actually? That's funny.
I don't
Yeah.
think it does. Wait, does what?
There might be. Well, there's a plugin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally do that. Oh yeah, well yeah, OBS has like a million.
I have linked a plugin that is available. It's in the Aegis text channel in the Aegis Discord. In theory, it just works. If it doesn't just work, then like, oh well. We can throw something else out there. Yeah. Oh,
You have to leave the camera on dynamic angle at all times. It's very important.
Especially when I do something dynamic.
all angles are static.
Well, I'm set up.
Alright, I will do my setup as well. So here is where we do cleverness. Alright.
But now I need a plugin in order to use this plugin.
Yeah, I think I'm cool with that positioning. I'm going to say that I am all set.
Okay. Then let's get this started. First thing, I'm going to just combine into my arc 3000.
Go for broke.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna pop in right there. That costs me 5. And I get to flicker, so I can move my maximum value. So 6 spaces.
Aha!
2, 3, 4.
The early combination. Alright.
And then
Flickered. Your robot is. Alright.
oh yeah, let's get that going.
Beautiful. Alright.
Now My Ipple will pay 4 energy to get cloaking 6.
Free to get on it. Why get on school sometime?
We have learning TTS is easy. In our tabletop simulator demo, we have nice little note
Then
cards that just give you a
1, 2,
truncated version of all the
3,
hotkeys.
One more backer has joined the fray.
4.
Hooray.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep them coming, guys.
All right, that is my turn.
All right. So I'm going to kick things off by adding up my energy because I didn't bother to do that until now.
Wow.
I
Let's
have
compare. I
5.
started with 19.
I have 5, 8, 9, 19 as well. Or no, 5, 8, 18. Sorry, 18. So I am going to start off by combining my Arrows 400 and my Ida 100 together in order to create the Ida 1000, which will cost me 6 energy, dropping me to 12. When it comes in, I can capture a robot, making it so that that robot cannot move next turn. I'm going to say that the Arc 3000 is captured and cannot move next turn.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend 8 energy and combine my Ida 1000 with my Salve 100 in order to create the Arrows 6000, which will drop my energy to 4 for a moment. But my Arrows 6000's combined ability of Refuel immediately adds that 8 energy I spent back into my pool. So I go all the way back up to 12 energy. Then, with my remaining 12 energy, I'm going to move the SSM up 2 spaces and the Gon up 3 spaces, which will drop me to 7. And I'm going to spend 6 of that 7 in order to combine those 2 together in order to create the SSM 3000, leaving me with 1 energy and 2 robots. And that is going to do it for my turn. It is your go.
Okay, so let's recount my energy. I've got 5, 9, 13, 16. That's pretty good. First thing, I'm going to move my Gecko 3 spaces over to here. And then I'll combine those 2 into the Ion 5000, which costs me 8.
Alrighty.
I don't know if I can use this plugin.
Oh, rip. Alright. Well, it was worth a shot.
And then pay 4 to cloak the Ipple again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I am done.
You are done. Excellent. Alright. I will add up my 8 plus 6 energy. I have 14 energy left. So the Ipple is cloaked.
Yes, it is.
The Ion 121 is doing its thing. So I believe that I don't have anyone in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't have anyone in range of my SSM. So I'm going to move the SSM up. Base, I think. Hold on. Let me read the Ipple real quick. So I need to make sure. I'm going to move the SSM 2 spaces, dropping me down to 12 energy. Then I'm going to use the Arrows 6000's Laser Arrow Soul, in order to, which is an arcing aimed laser. I'm going to fire at the Ion 121. So I am going to spend 4 energy, dropping me down to 8. I will roll 4 dice. I'm looking for no ones in my 4 dice. And if I manage that, I will do 3 points of damage. And we got a 1, so that's no damage. So that will make it your turn.
Okay, new energy count of 7 plus 4 is 11, up to 15. Still a very good energy count. So again, spend 4 on my Ippled Cloak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll move my Ion 5 spaces.
Alright.
Oh my god.
And
so hype. Yeah? Are you kidding me?
and Rios will move 3 spaces.
Dude, I'm gonna hit the
Okay.
bed so hard it's gonna cause a mass extinction.
Yeah, same here.
So I go back up to 14 energy. I am going to use the Arrow 6000's overload ability this turn. So first off, I'm going to fire the laser arrow Mars, which is an accuracy boosting laser, at my SSM 3000. I'm rolling 2 dice. I need no ones. And that succeeds, so the SSM's accuracy is boosted until the start of my next turn. Then I'm going to use Laser Arrow Soul, and I'm going to fire again at the Ion 121. So I'm going to roll these 4 dice. I'm looking for no ones. We got a 1. That's kind of rough. But it doesn't matter, because the main thing I needed to do was to use my SSM 3000's Area of Effect Push ability this turn, which is the Gravity Burst Field. So I spent 6 energy. I have 8 energy remaining. I'm going to spend 3 of that 8 energy on using the Gravity Burst Field, which
Can
will push...
you still use it, though? Didn't you just use the burst rockets, or what did you just...
No, I used
me with?
both of the arrows' actions.
Oh, it
using
has overload, right.
Yep.
Right.
So that's going to succeed, and it's going to shove your Ipple off the board.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Aha! I have done it. I have defeated the Ipple.
That's
good.
fine. That's fine.
And that is the end of my turn, because all my robots have done stuff.
Okay, I have 11 energy. This is going to be a very quick fight, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts me down to 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm down to 2. Your turn. Just need to get around that wall.
Alright. So here, I think my priority of targets has shifted a little bit. So, I'm going to double attack again. So I'm going to start off with Laser Arrow Soul. I'm going to shoot at the Ion 5000. I'm going to roll these 3 dice. I'm looking for no ones. If I succeed, I'll do 3 damage. We got a 1 again. 2 ones. Ouch. Arrows is not putting in very much work right now. So, then I'm going to use the Laser Arrow Mars, which will accuracy boost, and I'm going to shoot that at the SSM 3000. And we got a 1. Alright, Arrows didn't want to do anything this turn. I'm going to use the SSM's Burst Rockets to fire at the Ion 5000. I'm going to roll 5 dice. Each 5 or better does 1 point
This
of
break
damage.
is gonna get like 5 6s.
We did alright. 3 damage.
3? Okay. Half health.
And
Healing,
That-
healing.
will do it for me.
Okay, back up to 11.
Wait, hold on. I had 8. I spent 5. I have 3 left. That actually matters because I have jamming on my arrows.
So I'm going to move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then
Oh
I'm going
my.
to punch the SSM, and I have force, so if I succeed, I will be able to punch him off the map.
Oh no, not that. Anything but that. Okay.
Okay, so 4 dice. Every looking for 2s or better on all 4.
Come on. I failed every one of these. You can fail one of them. I believe.
I completely missed
Yes!
this. How
Wow.
did it do it?
We missed. I did it. I'm
My
alive.
other ion will move up 2 spaces.
That's funny.
We've not succeeded a single 4-2 up. Alright. So the Ion 1-2-1 advances. And that's it for your turn?
Yeah, I've got no energy.
Alright. So I have 14 energy. So I'm gonna start things off by using arrows, laser arrow soul. I'm gonna target the Ion, 5,000. And I will roll these 4 dice and hope for no ones.
There
Woo!
we go. Now I'm
We
dead.
did it! I have destroyed my opponent's level 3 robot.
And that's actually game.
And that is going to be the game. Just for the sake of rolling the dice, I'm going to accuracy boost my SSM,
Nope.
which is not going to work. And then I'm going to fire some rockets at your Ion, who might have an evade. I forget. No, he doesn't. Have an
I've got reroll.
evade.
It turns out the game moves faster when both players Voltron up on the first turn.
Yeah, it was like 3 attacks ended the game.
Yeah, we both kind of went real all in, and that's sort of what happens, is that you get into a very intense, very quick game because there's less. In particular, the Arrows 6000 is really good in one-on-one style situations because it fires shots across the map that do a ton of damage. So
I should have remembered that you had that gravity
Yeah.
burst field. That really.
I mean, the fact that I got to take care of the Ipple for basically free was a big deal as well.
Yeah.
But I think you could also have done a better job of getting to me if instead of
Yeah.
combining right at the start, if you had walked your guys forward and as people got injured, you had combined up, I would have had a really hard time dealing with your team.
Yeah, you would have. I was just kind of like wanting to get to it because I haven't played with the Ion 5000 for a while. I'm just like, no, I just want
Yeah.
to make sure I get it out there.
I mean, I would have been so enthralled if you just electro punched the goat off the board.
Oh yeah, I mean, his next turn he still would have won.
But
Maybe. Well, I guess so.
But it would have been fun.
satisfactory.
Yeah. But that was a good way to show off
that's
Rios.
yeah, that was a really fast game. So when we said that games take 15 to 25 minutes, we haven't been doing the best job of showing that on stream because we're usually talking about stuff and playing the game with people and explaining all our moves. That's an example of a game where things were over lightning fast,
Yeah.
and those do happen as well.
And then you can pretty much set up again, and now you know Jesse's strategy, and you can counter it better. It's kind of like playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, you know my core strategy. You don't know about my 6
No,
sided.
No, he has a lot of strategies. I had one strategy this game. Combine and walk forwards and punch. I got the combine and walk forwards right.
The punch, not so much.
Yeah.
Walk up and flying kick. Let's see. Alright, what was I doing? I have to refurbish this page. Okay, seems good.
Really, if someone else wanted to jump in and play a game, that's totally fine.
Let's see a rematch here. Now you know the strat.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's see if you can lightning round it again. And
I
go
mean,
fun
the
on.
strat that I'm running right now either wins real fast or loses real fast. It is not intended to play a long game. It is intended to, in fact, roll as few dice as possible.
Shoot dice. All right, reset. Go.
It's actually like a really odd. It's almost a combo strategy. All right. So would you like to go first, Dan, or would you like me to go first?
I went first last, so it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna lay out my robots in basically the same pattern as before.
Yeah, I think I was gonna do the same.
Because I really like this particular layout with the 5 robots going 2-1-2 in the start zone. It's really helpful if I'm making a level 3 that wants to stay away from my opponent, because I put my arrows in the furthest possible spot from my opponent.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty big deal.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright. I am going to do the stuff. Alright, we're gonna combine into the IDA 1000. Exactly like before, dropping me to 12. I'm going to leverage capture in order to say that So I'm actually going to try and force you to do the same thing you did last game. I'm going to say that the Arc 100 can't move this turn.
Okay.
Then I will combine again.
Like the same strategy he's been doing for like 3 years now.
This is my
Hey, I
favorite
don't
strategy
usually
because I'm the
upgrade
pioneer of the
for my
strategy.
first turn.
No one. So this strategy was invented by me. Nobody had did it.
Okay, sure. All right.
That's actually true.
Oh, it is completely true.
And so as a result of that, it has been my go-to level 1 strategy for this game for a very long time.
Basically, the secret to beating the strategy for Jesse is to have 2 A-types instead of just 1.
If you have 2 A-types, you're in good shape. If you have robots with laser shield, you severely weaken my team. If you have robots with beacon, you severely weaken my team. There's a lot of ways to beat this strategy. It is by no means unbeatable. It is merely fun and quick, and is a good example of like all your eggs in one basket combination gameplay. So, all right, I'm done with my turn. I have combined into all of my things. It is your go.
Okay, I'm going to cloak my Ipple, putting me down to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'll move my Ion 121 up 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Then my second Ion will move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my Gecko will move 3 spaces. All right.
Okay. You're all set?
Yeah, my arc just can't move for the 1 turn, right?
Correct. He's uncaptured on your next turn.
It's just like a quick temporary stun.
Yeah, it's basically really what that ability reads is stun target enemy robot.
Yeah.
And that's probably actually a better way to write it. But alright, so I have 14 energy. With 14 energy, I'm going to count out some spaces. Alright, like I thought, my SSM isn't quite in range yet. So we're going to move it up a couple spaces.
To the same spot.
I'm thinking about it. Actually, I'm going to move it here. One space different. Then I'm going to use the arrows, and I'm going to fire a laser arrow soul. And I'm going to shoot at... I am going to shoot at the... Ion 121.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. I think that's the target. I just want to... Yeah, I'm going to shoot the Ion 121. I'm going to roll these dice. I'm hoping for no ones. Oh, we got a 1. Alright, my turn's over. Go ahead.
So I was just thinking, actually, what I did last game, where I used the Ion 400 to turn into the Ion 5000 rather than the 121. With the Commander Robot variants, that would mean that that's a situation where you actually do. It matters which one you combine into to get to the higher level.
Yeah, that's correct. With the Commander variant, the Rios one, you would need to use Rios specifically to get there.
Yeah. Okay, I am going to move my Gecko up 1 space, putting me down to 18, and then combine into my Gecko Ion.
Alrighty.
3. Okay, and then my arc will move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Well, my Gecko is super slow otherwise.
Just cloak all the way. Then
Well,
punch him.
his
Now I can
level
cloak, I
1.
couldn't before.
Yeah, level 1
Oh.
Gecko can't cloak.
And now
He's
I will
using the
cloak my
200.
Ipple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will use my remaining 4 to move up my Ion 121.
Alright. You're all set, so I will.
Yup. Just gotta get there this time.
Hmm. Interesting. Alright. We're gonna fire an arcing laser. We're gonna fire a laser aerosol at good old Rios again. We got a 1.
There's a
Alright.
1.
I will actually pass my turn with a whole bunch of energy left over. And
You don't have Retaliate, do you?
go ahead. No, but I do have jamming too on the arrows. It happens sometimes. It's not a big deal. I can. He's still pretty far away from the team, so I've got a little bit of time before I have to worry about it. Anyway, you can go ahead.
So I will pay just 7 to cloak my Ipple and my Gecko Ion and just move them both.
All right.
So my Gecko can move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my Ipple can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am safe. Yeah.
When setting up the new game, is there a reason you didn't swap out your Gecko for something like a Gon?
Too much
Well,
effort.
I can't get to the Gecko Ion, which I wanted to do this time because it's, it's got the cloaking and everything. But a Gon would be a little smart with that laser team.
Yeah. So legitimately, the way that this team beats things like Gon and Laser Shield is that's why you have a sideboard. If you see that your opponent is running a Gon or something with Laser Shield, you just literally don't make the arrows 6,000.
Yeah.
Because the team is too all in order to handle things that counter it. Well, they are pretty effective on their own. I just don't think. I think that the way the team is built, that the team itself is weak in its individual pieces, and so you're better off swapping to a different strategy. I think that those robots perform well on other teams. I just think that this team is really abusing them for their combination value.
Well, I am done my turn.
All right. Well,
78 minutes to go.
right, but I can do that pretty much any way I want. The arrows itself is fine, but like that team is not, in my opinion, a good team. The SSM plus those 3 level 1s is not as good as playing something more focused. That's why I have the sideboard options, is for that eventuality. Alright, so how do I want to handle this? I want to deal with the Ion 121. I'm going to fire Laser Arrow Soul at the Ion 121. That's going to succeed and do 3 damage.
Alright.
I'm going to...
The gecko. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
I'm going to...
Gotta get that Razzmatazz going on the sniper bot.
I'm going to use the Arrows' accuracy boost on the SSM 3000. That's going to succeed, so I now hit on 4s. Which I believe is the best plan. Yeah, so I'm going to fire off some missiles at the Ion 121. That is 3 successes, which is going to do 3 damage to the Ion 121 that had already taken 3 damage.
Yep, so it's dead.
So that is all of my actions for the turn. I have 3 energy remaining. Is your turn.
Okay. So I have 9, 12 energy.
Oh yeah, Breeze, one other thing I forgot to mention about the new Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal. It is pretty much fully voice acted. There are only like very basic NPCs, like shopkeepers are the only things that don't have voice acting for all their lines.
Oh really?
I'm going to use my energy pulsar.
Is it good though?
What do you mean?
I can imagine actually wanting
It's
voice acting in Fire
I mean,
Emblem.
it basically turns it into an anime. It's pretty good. So like all the full dialogue is fully voice acted. And there's like
That's
an
kinda
autoplay
cool.
feature so that you can just have it like play through cutscenes and dialogue and stuff like that between stories.
That's good.
I actually kind of like it.
Alright, if I roll no 1s, both of your robots lose 2 energy.
Yeah. Roll 1. Yeah.
Ah!
Called it.
And then my Gekalion will pay 3 to move 5 while cloaked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty.
Here. And then I'll move 1 with my arc.
Sure. Okay.
Alright.
The Ipple 100. I am going to move the SSM over 1 space.
Yep. At least you can't shoot me with your rockets this time.
I cannot, but I can attempt to push you off the board again. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 3 energy. I'm hoping for no 1s. If I get it, I'm going to push your Ipple 4 spaces.
Yes!
Oh no, I got 1. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. We can recover. I'm going to use Arrows 6000's Laser Arrow Luna, targeting your Ipple, which is a defense debuff laser.
Oh, I see what
Ooh.
you're doing.
Rolling 2 dice. I'm looking for 3s or better because of your ranged evade.
Well, that's not gonna go.
Oh,
We
there we
got
go.
it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
he still needs to roll 4 3s or better.
2s are better because the damaging
Oh,
laser is actually aimed.
It is.
So now that I've gotten the defense boost,
Oh,
I'm
you
more
gotta-
likely to succeed.
This
Or
could
the
kill
defense
me.
debuff. The aimed attack will still hit on 2s. So I'm going to roll this.
Oh!
4 damage. Take the Ipple out of the game.
Took your entire turn
Yeah.
to kill it, though.
That was strong. Okay. Legit.
So that is how you deal with things when the dice don't go your way, is you just roll more dice at the problem.
Exactly.
You just roll dice until it works.
That's gonna do it for my turn. You can go ahead.
Okay, I need 8 energy. Ooh boy. Well, I'm going to scrap combine my arc with Rios into the arc 3000.
All right.
Puts me down to 3. And then I get to flicker.
Yep.
6 spaces, and if I end up next to something, they can't do anything.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite.
Oh yeah, we should also reword flicker a little bit. Breeze.
Oh yeah, what's good?
Currently it says units adjacent to this one cannot use actions next turn, and it should probably say opposing units.
Oh yeah. I think I already fixed that.
Okay.
Okay, and you rather than say can I use actions, you could just say are disarmed.
So that
Yeah.
puts a keyword inside of a keyword, and then people are like, "How is?" A long time ago, we had an ability for Diane, and she actually used to give guys beacon. But
And
it's
people
like
didn't understand
the
what
ability
beacon
called-
was.
Yeah, so it's like you have an ability that requires reminder text within the reminder text. So for combined abilities, I try to spell stuff out.
I think we're likely, ideally, long term, we'd like to get to the point where we can use some things like disarm as core abilities and just include it in the text and have people know what it means.
Yeah, pretty
But,
much.
In the interim, it's probably a case of like right now we have to word it that way just to make it more clear to somebody who's fresh to the game.
That's fair. Well, that's my turn. My Geklion is cloaked. I do not like having to run across the whole map to get to you.
All right, we're gonna play the YOLO game. I'm going to use the laser arrow Mars accuracy boost on my SSM 3000. It's not going to succeed. I'm going to fire a damaging shot at the... Oh, your gecko only produces 3 energy. That's probably the way that I deal with this. I'm going to fire...
It's also cloaked.
Well, yeah. I'm going to fire a laser aerosol at the arc 3000.
Okay.
That's not going to succeed. Okay. So
That was a
now I'm
great roll
going
otherwise.
to move 1, 2, 3 spaces with the SSM.
Yeah, that's close enough. I wasn't sure. I saw that. I chose it. All right.
And I'm going to use Gravity Burst Field. We're going to hope for no ones. I have not succeeded that yet so far, so we'll see if this roll does it.
Oh.
We did it. So that gets pushed off, and that guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is it for my turn. I have 2 energy left.
We're at 673 backers.
Woo!
5 energy. Okay.
I got 2 in the last 5 minutes.
Curse this melee bot. I can only
You guys
move.
think we're gonna get 1,000
3
more dollars
spaces.
in the next 70 minutes?
I think it's possible. I believe.
There's, like, graphics that say I can either say 29 stretch goals unlocked or 30 stretch goals unlocked and be bold and predict the future.
I will jamming shaft
That's
your
not-
arrows. Just because I gotta do something. No 2s. Hey, accuracy down 4.
Wait, what?
I jamming shaft your arrows.
Right. It's
Oh,
still-
right.
Yeah, I
And
know,
then
but I
laser
couldn't
it's not gonna
reach him to do anything else.
But
Still a multi. Let's just throw sand at him.
what we do need to, I don't think that's intentionally multi-hit.
Not. It's
No, that
so
being
not.
multi-hit is ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think it's supposed to be multi-hit, because it
I'm
essentially
serious
just reads
about
-4
that.
accuracy.
Should be an
Maybe
all.
drop it to accuracy 1 debuff and keep it multi-hit. Either one's
I mean,
fine,
that
really.
would be a fair thing to do too. It could go either or.
Yeah.
It had been its initial intent was to be to the exact same accuracy as the lightning arc blade, so a single hit 2/2 up. And because it's light, you can just do both of them.
Yeah.
But
Well, because they hit more often, so we might just end up doing that.
Yeah, I would like the accuracy -1, keeping it multi-hit, so you still maybe get something out of it.
yeah, all right, that's fair. That unit is pretty fragile, so I don't think I have a real problem with that. All right, I'm going to use the defense debuff on the arrow, on the arc. Sorry.
Okay, rolling a 6.
Yeah, but I have the energy. I might as well try it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That it wouldn't have succeeded without the accuracy debuff. So
You're welcome.
yeah. So on to the next one. I'm gonna fire the laser arrow soul at the arc. That's gonna succeed, bumping him down to 1 integrity.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fire some missiles. So I'm dropping down to 3 energy. I'm gonna fire 5 rockets because I'm just in range. I hit on 5s or better. We got there. 2 6s.
There we go.
2 6.
Yeah, if we played again, I would probably bring in the Gon over the Gecko and see what you do instead.
Yeah. So in that case, I am likely to play like towards either the Esper or the Salve because I just think that that's a more effective strategy.
That'd be a fun match.
Yeah, it was a good match. I think if you had, I mean, the fact that I got to push 2 different robots off the board.
If my Ipple's single attack had hit, you'd be down 4 energy, which would
that would have been a big deal.
A bit.
That would have dropped me down to having only 10 energy to work with.
Yeah.
Which is still enough that I can use 2 actions, but I can't really use 3 at that point. And that's a bit
using 3 was something you like to do for sure.
Yeah, it's part of the reason that the team works so well is that you can use the arrow's overload ability in order to
we just rolled so many 1s this game. Both games.
Yeah. So that's quick games of Aegis. I mean, that game was about 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20, 25.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
That's right where we have said that the game is. It's pretty much where the game really is. So I'm glad that I got to show off my favorite dumb combo team.
Combo.
Yeah. the good old Wombo into
laser arrows all day.
Yeah, missile rocket plus laser arrows is pretty cool. Yeah. So thanks for the game.
Yeah.
So it was
How many?
pretty cool. I do think that you played. I think that you played better in game 2 than you did in game 1.
I did. I thought about my actions more and
waiting to combine certainly made it so that I had a harder time dealing with you, which was definitely good for you. It made it so that I was able to, so that while I was able to eventually take care of all of your robots, you got every single one of your robots except for Rios got in close to me, and that was a big deal.
Like I had to put my Gecko Ion in range of your burst field just because it's heavy for its attacks, and so I can either not hit you and be safe, or have the chance of hit you and maybe die. And it's just I had to try and hit you.
Yeah, I think you could have maybe been one more space out, and you still would have been able to hit me.
Maybe.
Hold on. So
Watch that rocket goat.
He was right here, I believe. No, he was there, yeah. And then my other guy was right there.
Yeah, because the arc was here, which means that I was
you were around like right here or here?
I was here, I believe. I had to be there because I only have a move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if I had been right here, that would have been here or here. Would have been
Yeah,
line
if
of
you had
sight,
moved
that'd be
there,
fine.
I couldn't have done it, and you would have been,
I would have been a much bigger threat.
and you would have still been in range of the arrows without, unless I moved. And if I move, I give up the overload ability.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think that just having that slight difference in positioning would have been a huge difference
Yeah.
in
It
the
would've.
game, because then I would have had to deal with the Gecko Ion.
I was kind of under a time pressure, so I was like, okay, gotta just make my actions.
Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, so it was a good game. That was just like,
Oh yeah, it was
advice.
still very fun.
It's I like to be able to go over the games that I've played with people and try to talk about like what went right, what went wrong, what would you do different. So that was, I think, the biggest thing where I kind of went, oh, that could have been slightly better.
Yeah,
You
that was the
could've-
only non-dice thing.
Yeah, you could have also with the Ipple, because I pushed the Ipple off from.
No, you killed it. You blew it up.
Oh right, you're right. I blew it up.
That's right.
Just kidding. If I hadn't blown it up.
I thought about its positioning very hard that time, actually.
Well, so I did have I failed the dice roll, but I had an opportunity to push you off from here, because that was why my assist ended up in this spot in the first place. I think if you had been able to, like, cloak for one more turn or something like that and get to, like, here or something, I think I would have had a harder time, although maybe not. Maybe I can still just push you.
I think you could have, because the push has some pretty good range.
Yeah,
And
I don't think there's anywhere...
I wanted to get rid of your energy quicker, though.
Well, the push has range 2, but you have a movement of 3 to go with it.
Yeah.
Is if you wanted the missile to go in range of the Apple's AoE, then it would have had to be.
Yeah, it has the ability to shove you off the board no matter what, I think.
Yeah, but like if I had gotten that first energy drain out,
it would have been worth
then
it.
Yeah, it would be worth it. Like even if I lost him, that's only losing 4 energy, and you would have lost 4 energy as well. So kind of an even trade-off, which I was very happy with.
Yeah.
So, Kickstarter is officially saying we are in 60 minutes to go.
Oh man.
Oh my god!
And we are at 51,467.
Yeah, and I've got to hop off now. But that was fun.
Yeah, thanks so much for hopping in.
Thank you for being here for the last 30 days.
Yeah, no problem. I look forward to getting my commander out there.
Yeah. And Hibiki.
That one too. Next Kickstarter, I'll get another commander and make Dan Hibiki the ice cream salesman.
Pretty much. I can't wait.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
I can't even tell you guys how many. I gotta put like some analytics up after the campaign of like how many PSDs and how many PNGs do we have. I think like not. It's
You know,
not.
you could use Alteryx in order to find that out,
Yes.
because I could do a directory search
Is
with
that-
one tool. What?
How was your conference?
It was good. Like I said, I wound up having dinner with the CTO of Alteryx on the 3rd day, which was pretty sweet.
Did you schmooze?
No, I wasn't asking. Alteryx is a great piece of software and it's a great company, but I don't think that I would enjoy doing the kind of work that they're doing because they're building the thing that I like. I don't want to build the thing, I want to use it and do cool stuff with it.
That's true.
And so, but I don't want demonstrations for
You can be an Alteryx evangelist.
if I'm doing that's legitimately what I want to be. They have an
Oh, yeah.
entire program for Alteryx evangelists. Like that's actually terminology that they use.
That's awesome.
It's so Alteryx has a lot of strong partnership arrangements and things like that, where they have people who do specific things and they've entered into agreements where they'll do that kind of work. So that's pretty cool. I'm not really looking to do that either, because what I like most about Alteryx is that I get to solve problems that nobody else can solve, And while I could probably do that in a consulting role, I don't think that I would enjoy doing consultant work because it's... Consulting pays a lot, but it's less than you think because you don't get benefits, generally speaking. Yeah, you're paying taxes on a higher income bracket. You don't get healthcare. You have to pay for it yourself. There's a whole bunch of benefits that you just have to pay for, and the work is not necessarily as consistent. You can be a consultant who works really consistent hours, but a lot of the time is spent hunting down work, and that's just not something I have very little interest in that lifestyle personally. I'm sure it works really well for a lot of people, and I know it works really well for a lot of people, but it just, for me, I really like being in one place where I can sort of build out relationships with people and help them with their problems, and they know coming to me that I'm going to be able to help them because they've come to me in the past. That's really cool. And some of that's in consulting, but I don't know. Having it inside of like an organization is a pretty cool deal. So, but no, so I talked to him about tech and some of the things that I want out of the software and things like that, and he kind of, he was really receptive and really interesting to talk to. Very down-to-earth guy, which was pretty cool. Happy to listen to me, which was neat, because he had no reason to. So, yeah, so that was really cool. I met some interesting people doing interesting things. I learned some cool stuff about their product roadmap and what they're doing next. That's going to be a pretty big deal. So, yeah.
Let's see, where are we at here?
And I got back at 2 o'clock in the morning last night, so, and I'm still dealing with the fact that I'm used to West Coast time, so it's...
Let's see. I'm still doing the thing where I'm updating the page so I can save it at the last minute. Or as we like to call it, the Kickstarter embalming process. And so, let's check more comments as the five-headed Hydra. The character board artwork. Oh, the character. Let's see. Send to redo the character boards. Wonder. In which case, we are not redoing the character artwork. I personally really like them. But the actual boards themselves could definitely use some cool texturing on them or something. Alright, let's see. So 55 minutes to go. And then I can go to sleep. And maybe eat something. And it'll be really good. So, let's... Oh god, yeah. Alright. So we're now a little bit higher, and check. I ran some last minute ad pushes. We'll see how those are doing.
That's a great question. So, I'm probably... I mean, I'm exhausted right now, so all of this is subject to change at any point when I'm just like, nah, screw it, I'm gonna go to sleep. Because I'm just... I mean, I'm just dealing with jet lag at this point. Like, it's technically 3 o'clock, but I've also been up for a long time, and I got in at 2 in the morning, which was kind of 11 o'clock, and everything is hard. So, so I'm dealing with that. But I'm probably going to go drive my car around a bit, because I definitely need to be doing that for the past week. And other than that, I am helping get ready. My parents are going on a trip this weekend, so I'm helping make sure that the house is all set and that the cats can be fed and things like that. So that's probably a good chunk of my next things. Also, getting food. I haven't eaten since about 6 o'clock Eastern yesterday. So it's
Yeah?
been about 24 hours
think
since I had food.
You don't need that.
So it would be. I mean, it's a nice to have, but it would be nice to have it. So that's my post Kickstarter plans, I guess. And so it should still be light enough out that I can take my new car out and drive around with the top down for a bit. Yeah, I got it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we haven't had an in-person meeting because, you know, half the team's on the other side of the country.
So let's see, and I will be back soon, though.
Yeah.
I'll be back for I will be back for all of. I'll be back in the Worcester area for all of July to sign autographs. Then we go straight to Gen Con, where we have like 7 or 8 full Gen Con events for the game, which is cool. So let's see, our short-term goal for that one is to get a new run of the cards printed. We'll get them done up by our usual like short turnover studio to show at Gen Con, hopefully. We'll be in the production mines for months or so. But yeah, we'll have some pretty cool stuff to show.
So I've officially found the maximum amount of dice tabletop sim.
Oh yeah? Is it just based on your RAM? Let's see, so... Hello, what was your favorite part of the campaign?
Seeing us fun in the first day and a half out.
I almost...
While I was out and about, and by the time I got home, we were already funded. That was fun.
Yeah! Yeah, it was. So that was a bit of a head-spinning first day. It's like I definitely pulled an all-nighter to make sure everything was all set and good. Well, yeah, no, yeah, it was. But yeah, so I would say I pulled an all-nighter to make sure everything was all set and good. And I sit down, I hit the launch button, I just lay back, you know, my own existence, and let the universe take care of the rest. And lo and behold, the universe took care of the rest, and it was really nice. So yeah, we shot up like a rocket, and it didn't really stop for like the whole first day, and that was awesome. And then we had to rapidly adjust, which was also good. Good problems to have. We're funding too quickly. That's the look of our. I'm liking the look of our curve from the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter bar graphs looking good. Yesterday was like a little rough. We still managed to get what was it? We still managed to get about we got 15 backers yesterday.
Is that it? It seemed like we got a decent amount of money yesterday.
No, we got more than 50.
We probably got 15, but then like cancels and adjustments balances it out. So in reality we probably got like I can look at the actual numbers, but so yeah, the last few. Okay, so yeah, like balances out. Then let's see, and then today though we did a really good rebound where very few people have canceled, and we've gotten like 40 new backers, which is now that's a nice encouraging. Finally, actually, it wasn't even today. It was more like the final 6 hours of the campaign. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, robots!" And they come flooding down the streets like the opening to the Carey show, and Awesome.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be having fun playing with dumb dice physics and rolling the Katamari? I mean, go for it. I have a hold of everything I need. See? It's fine. Yep, it tried real hard.
One anime OVA away from this being finished. Or approximately, if I were to measure time in my usual time measurement, usual time measurement thing, I would say we are approximately 30. We are 1/4 of a Cloud Atlas away from funding. Meaning we could watch 1/4 of Cloud Atlas in the time it would take for the campaign to finish, and that's how you're supposed to measure time. The best way to measure time. You see, each day is 8 Cloud Atlases long.
Breeze, have you finished your top 20 robots shows recommendation list?
Of course. And in fact, if we hit 52K by the end of this campaign, I will make the list a 25 robot recommendation list. Formal announcement right now.
Quick,
So
you have to
that-
update the stretch goals image for the 50th time in 2 days.
Do that just so we can have 30 stretch goals unlocked. So it's like
Some critical stretch goal additions at the last minute. An extra 5 anime for the anime list. If we get another
I'm trying to add that
$60.
stretch goal the entire campaign, but I wasn't like that's like a joke, but I think it would have like annoyed some people.
And if you act now, Jesse will make a spreadsheet for this on screen.
But yeah, actually, live stream Jesse making spreadsheets.
Live stream Jesse makes
It's like an art.
version of the anime list.
I'm not going to make a spreadsheet of the anime list. I feel like I don't have enough data to make that a worthwhile endeavor. That would just be me copying and pasting 25 lines of text into a spreadsheet.
Well, actually, no, this is a real.
You need to do a rating system for it.
Well, I need like 3 ratings, and then I can tell you which one is objectively the best based on his rating system.
Oh.
And
Well, now
we
here's the thing.
predict based on all of that future anime scores.
Breeze, get on it.
What is it? No, Jesse, here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna take my top list of robot shows, and you're going to balance out all of their My Anime list, DB, and Metacritic data. And
Okay.
we'll have a whole
Uh,
bunch of bar graphs of the top 20 robot
if-
shows list.
Do those sites have an API? Because if they do, I'll actually do that.
I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty sure. At least My Anime list should.
If they don't have an API, then I need somebody else to hand copy the data because I refuse.
Oh, that's not even that hard. That's just copy and pasting. We'll have Genevieve do it.
I mean, sure. I'm just saying I don't want to. But if you do that, I will throw together some.
You heard it here first. At $52,000, the 20 robot anime recommendation list is upgraded.
Leveraging Metacritic. We'll also leverage all of the aggregated data in order to build out a anime recommender. That one is going to be dependent on me actually finding an API that will let me pull the data dynamically.
So yeah, we're gonna develop an AI. We're gonna develop a data visualization AI wombo combo
Well,
that will recommend robot shows depending on your tastes and what you had for breakfast.
I don't know about the what you had for breakfast part, but I will do based on like if you can rate a couple of anime shows, we can tell you which other anime you might like. I can probably throw that together.
Kettle, I
Is
need
the
you to make
answer just always going to spit out Gurren Lagann, and that's it?
That's it.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the data.
Jesse, what were you asking me?
Make the
Was I asking you something?
Yeah, you said Kettle, I need you to then stop.
No, that was me.
Oh, well.
No, Kettle, can you adjust the camera to make the board look dynamic?
But,
It's very important.
okay.
It's all about aesthetic.
Okay, I'll make the board look dynamic while I mess around with dice.
Okay.
The dice are pulling their weight.
The dice physics in this game are amazing. I recommend buying Tabletop Simulator just for the dice physics. Especially if it's on sale. Yeah, 3-2. I used to measure time like that too. Made life easier. Makes it easier to get through a boring class in high school when you're just sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm only here for like a couple episodes of Tom and Jerry on Boomerang or whatever. Whatever TV shows people are into, I don't know.
Stop coming and they don't stop coming.
A lot of Boomerang because it's the only thing that had shows on when I like early enough.
Dude, Boomerang now plays like Ben 10 and Teen Titans. It's the best.
Wait, original Teen Titans?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
The good
Oh.
one.
Does it still play like Flintstones or like Tom and Jerry?
Probably, but
Probably late night.
Oh
yeah.
god, no.
So-
Those are late night now? Tom and Jerry is how I started my mornings. No.
Dude, they still have Tom and Jerry on normal Cartoon Network. I'm not sure why. If you look at the Cartoon Network schedule, it actually has a giant block of Tom and Jerry, or like around noontime, in between like 6-hour blocks of Teen Titans Go.
I'm sorry, that's because Tom and Jerry is fucking great. I will not hear otherwise.
So let's
Does
see.
Boomerang have like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or anything?
Oh, probably. Now it's just like the Boomerang is like the home for old Cartoon Network shows in general. So it's
The
all
Millennial
good.
Cartoon Channel, got it.
Stop coming and they won't stop coming and they won't stop coming.
Breeze, somebody once told me. Oh wow, we exhausted that entire 47 song playlist of robot music.
Yeah, set it on loop.
I mean, I could just put on Ghibli Jazz.
Nah, we're in the critical time. This is no time to relax.
40 minutes to go.
It's time for Ghibli Nightcore.
Yes.
No.
Okay, let's go back to the
Atsugunare.
Okay, we'll continue playing robot anime songs as long as we use 38 songs.
Alright. That can be the $52,001 stretch goal.
No, that's the
It always amuses me. When somebody backs and then when somebody backs and cancels and then backs again within 1 minute. I love this. I hate this. I love it. Well, yeah. We got many lovely Sentinels backers for years and years of robot content. Exactly, so now we... That's good. No, I totally know what they're gonna... Obviously. I think they're gonna do a Crisis on Infinite Earths thing, and Sentinels verse will reset. I'm waiting for it. Not up to date with Sentinels though. So maybe that's actually already happened because it's a really easy robot trope. It's a really easy comic book trope, so it might have already happened. The lore is deep and vast. So... we're almost there. Just play BattleCon. My hands are tied up with the Kickstarter updating machine.
Yes, making because we have like
The embalming process.
We're above 51,500. Can we make it?
Catch somebody in the middle of backing, and then canceling, and then backing again. Who is the most recent fan? I'm gonna die if it's
No.
Mr. Gareth. We actually got 2 backers in the last minute. Mr. Clay has backed us at a good level, and Mr. Gareth has also backed us at a good level. And family.
So I'm just going to play robot opening show remixes like the Gurren Lagann Slam Jam thing.
Shut up and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Oh god, you're actually playing Space Jam.
Stop it.
It's worse than I thought.
There's like a little Wayne Gurren Lagann remix that I'm very partial to. Liberate from Slam is...
And now it's classy opera music.
Let's see. So... Emily used to have lots of robots, actually.
What? What was that?
She's a closet enthusiast.
Let's see. What was... I forget the exact name of it. It's one of Isa's robots. The one with 4 free floating guns hovering around it.
Oh.
Yeah. I really like Boku no a lot. Very good, I'm glad. And I also recently finished the new Voltron cartoon, and it was actually really, really good. The show has a bit of a bad reputation in terms of a fandom, but overall it's actually pretty legit, and it was really fun to watch.
And fandom ruins everything.
Pretty much.
Except for the Aegis, which are the saviors of the world.
Yeah, no, Bokurano was real good. Definitely happy I read that. I don't know exactly how long I did, but like I started reading it, and next thing I knew, it was like time to go to bed.
It's like a pretty addictive thing once you start reading it.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
it
I
moves
finished reading, and I
really
was
well.
like, I should have gone to bed an hour ago. Huh.
Yeah, I wanna.
Read it.
I read, yeah, same thing. I read all of that in like over the course of like one weekend. It was actually like 2 sittings, honestly. I just like blew through it. And then just because I really liked the show, I ended up buying all 11 volumes when it was released over here.
You like
Ironically,
the
the
show? I've heard
not,
no one.
not the show, not the show, the manga. So I
Okay.
read all of the manga in one weekend, and then I ended up buying all of the volumes as they released over here.
Nearing the 30-minute mark, we are actually at 51,700.
My God, are we actually gonna hit 52.5?
We might.
If we hit like 52,200, I'm just maybe gonna round up. It's probably good.
That's fair.
Um,
Also, account for the fact that we'll hit some stretch goals once the pledge manager is active and people upgrade from their local
true.
and make
We've
add-ons.
got backing at $1 and $5 who intend to increase.
I'm very happy with Poppet peeking in from the bottom corner of the stretch goals image.
I know, right? Isn't that good?
Give me money.
I just noticed that.
Very important
But yeah,
for
with
Poppet.
Bokurano, the manga is definitely better than the anime.
It is definitely better than the anime.
Yeah, they want.
The anime
It's
has
better
a
to
fucking
be.
amazing opening.
It's a really good opening. Good English remix by Geeky McGeekenstein, which is a YouTuber who does English remixes of open anime openings. So she did good. So yeah, it's a good English opening. It's about so depressing as hell. It's just about, nothing means anything, absolute nihilism.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. So a manga that I was actually really into for a while before it started going to like one chapter per decade was Breakblade. Where the robots, it's a fantasy giant robot show where the giant robots are made of rocks and quartz. All the robots are made of quartz, and they like have little rock launchers at each other, and they just try to break each other. I had some like really, but yeah, that Breakblade was really cool. It has some pretty compelling characters and stuff, but it
So it's
kind of
Gundam.
overstayed a little bit. No, it feels more like Gundam, but about rocks.
Fair enough.
But so yeah, Breakblade was cool. It should have
9
been.
minutes to go. We have 678 backers.
Oh, then I have to go step away and make a tweet about that. Keep the fire hot. I spit that. Oh my god, they open up Twitter only to see that there's a Shantae half genie hero. Or figure, as we call them. So they're not dolls, they're figures.
I'm proud of you.
But
yeah,
Shantae is
in
amazing.
terms of like things that like aren't get, in terms of stuff that doesn't get updates very often, like Hunter x Hunter and D Greyman fans like are with you there.
Rayman. I actually thought D Greyman was a series of DeviantArt fan art, and I didn't think it was a real show. But no, it actually is. And I don't think
not bad.
it's like, yeah, and it's in like the Hunter x Hunter hell where it's probably never going to end.
Actually, no.
My grievances
the
are with the
author's
fans.
releasing a new chapter every like 3 to 6 months, and they look like they're progressing towards an endpoint.
It might end before Berserk, but I still doubt it. 678 backers. So yeah, we're gonna end up closer to 700 backers than I thought. Let's see here. That's cool. Where am I? Here we go. FN print screen. Emily, tell me about your tin robot collection.
My tin robot collection.
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened is that in high school I got one, and then people kept adding to it for like every Christmas and birthday. They would just keep gifting me a tin robot, and then somehow the word got out to my outer family that it was my thing, and then I had like 30 of them. And I used them in school for like stop motion projects and stuff, so that was fun. But yeah, I have a soft spot for like 1950s, like kitschy tin robots, but it's definitely not anywhere close to like combining robots or anything.
I mean, I think we're probably going to have at least one tin robot looking robot in the game at some point, because it's just like a really good, it's a really cool trope. And I mean, I remember Big O actually had one where all the robots look super serious and like make a steampunk. Episodes, the enemy is just a giant 50s tin robot. And it was really cool.
Some of them are really creepy. Like I remember a few of them had like these like tiny red eyes that were really terrible, but like sometimes like the designs are just like really endearing and cute. Probably like the more boxy and goofy they look and the more practical they look, it's pretty good. But I wonder, I can't imagine what a tin robot would look like in this risk. I guess the Ab kind of looks like it. He's kind of boxy looking, but that's as close as it gets.
Oh, hey, we've got a Hergelman in the chat.
Hergelman!
Who is this man?
He's a Hergelburgle. He has a cool podcast called The Game Doesn't Play Itself.
I like it already.
He also has fabulous hair and a fabulous beard.
Oh, yeah, pretty fabulous beard, yeah. How have you been, man?
Can we make it?
Breeze, you are like getting very quiet. Like sometimes it doesn't seem like it's picking up what you're saying.
Because I'm mumbling. Can you hear me now?
No, I'm kidding. Yes, I can. 25 minutes remaining.
Submit your questions to Stram if you have any.
Who wants to buy 100 packs of dice?
And 2 packs of sleeves.
100 packs of dice seems.
That'll give us $1,000. That'll get us up to the 52,500 goal.
Yeah, but we can. But we really only need somebody to buy 80 packs of dice.
Don't you want more money, Jesse?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if somebody 100 is a lot, 80 is reasonable. Somebody should buy 80 packs of dice.
That's fair. You did just buy a convertible. You can afford 80 packs of dice, right?
No, I just bought a convertible. I can't afford 80 packs of dice. You see how this works?
Wait, did you just buy a convertible?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
You got the car.
Oh my god.
You finally found a place to get it, huh?
Yeah, and found one.
Is it the one?
Yeah.
I found one that I liked in a color that I liked. And,
Oh.
machine
Jesse.
gray. It's it's a highly metallic gray. It changes color based on what you're driving past, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, I've seen that color.
That's insane.
It's pretty awesome, and the roof does the thing, and that's like pretty awesome.
Have you tested it at 15 miles per hour?
It does 6, not 15.
Oh,
They changed it.
Okay.
But it also has paddle shift. You can do it. I mean, it's really intended so that you can do it at like a stoplight or something like that. That's their ideal use case. Is that you're at a stoplight and you're like, I'm gonna put the top down, and you put the top down, and everybody around you stares.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Your common man for a bit.
Oh, by all means, I always feel superior when I'm in that car. So yeah, I did it. I drove it.
Jesse. Like, if you've hit
Optimal
midlife,
Jesse.
I mean, it's not a midlife crisis. It's just
No, I mean, I think
I
that there's
need
no
it.
midlife crisis here. This is just having a really sweet car. Now, if you bought like the
Yeah.
red Lamborghini, that's the midlife crisis car. This is a man of fine taste, Kettle. God,
okay,
as someone.
when you're sucking up to Jesse like against me, I think I'm in the wrong here. I will admit.
Okay, so as somebody who owns a 2001 Hyundai Tiburon, one of the classiest vehicles ever made, appreciation for a good automobile.
Been since that car's worked.
It's fine.
Can
Okay.
you find that axle you're missing?
But he owns it. The question wasn't was it functional, it was did he own it?
I mean, right now it's nice. It's like it's like having a really cool like anime Figma, like an Endoroid. You don't really do anything with it, but it looks super cool.
Um
Breeze's car is
So-
a war for his life.
so I had
Isn't
I had a
the car
really-
in Seattle with you? Like, isn't it back in Aegis still?
It's holding the fort.
yeah,
Tell us, Jesse, go over the specs of your transforming car.
the specs of my transforming car. So it's a 2-door, 2-seater. It is a MS5 RF.
I would like to. Well, first
it-
of all, before we get into this, I'd like to cover that Jesse is actually just reasonably wealthy, and we did not use any of the Kickstarter funds so we could buy a freaking car.
I bought this.
In case
I
that's
bought
the signal that we're trying
this
to throw.
before we. I mean, we didn't need the Kickstarter money yet. How could I have possibly spent it? But no, this
He's
is
been
me
obsessing about this
spending.
car for like a year.
I've been thinking about this car for like a year, and so I finally bit the bullet because I was still thinking about it a year later. So it's a 2-door, 2-seater.
Data analytics stuff, so he actually has money for this.
It has a automatic transmission, but it has paddle shifters and a manual mode, so that you can, if you feel like it, shift through gears and things like that. It has automatic windshield wipers, which I did not realize were a thing until this car. It
How convenient.
got so the lights do not turn on when the wipers go on, and I turn my lights to on. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm downloading something.
All the super hot.
What?
Are you getting hit by some rain or something?
No, I'm downloading drivers for my graphics. I'm so so the headlights have 15 degrees of turn to them, and they will turn as you turn the steering wheel so that you can see around corners, which is a really weird feature that I didn't know, but it's awesome. The car has a automatic retractable Targa style top, so basically the top panel above you goes away, but the rear buttresses stay there. It's pretty sweet. I really like the look of it. It has leather seats, heated seats. It has a system, which is actually built into the seats, so that when you're driving around, the sound is coming directly from right next to your ears. The sound system adjusts the volume based on how fast you're driving, which is a really weird feature. That is awesome. I'm trying to think of what else is obvious. It gets over 30 miles to the gallon, which is also sweet because I'm used to cars getting like 20, 25, and so that's a nice improvement in mileage. It's super nimble and quick, and it feels like you're driving it feels like you're driving a go-kart, but obviously not a go-kart. I don't know how else to describe that. It's super maneuverable. You can like zip in it back and forth between lanes. You can take turns really tight and at pretty high speed without an issue. It's
not a powerful car, but it doesn't need to be a powerful car. The number one complaint in all reviews is why doesn't it have more horsepower? And having owned the car, it does not need more horsepower. It is
Like, you're not
perfect.
gonna be drag racing with the car. How often do you actually need?
Yeah, how often do you need a ton of horsepower? But like, it still has a reasonable like 0 to 60. It still is fast at accelerating out the gate and stuff like that. Your top speed probably isn't that high, but how often are you going 100 miles per hour or higher and really need to get there fast? Like, that's just not my typical use case for my car. I needed something that would, drive on roads. And it does. So it's just great. It's a lot of fun to drive. And it's tiny, and I really like owning a small car. I feel a lot less conscious of my vehicle, and I just feel like I can drive places and the vehicle will fit. And that's cool.
Fair enough.
And the roof thing is still the coolest thing I've ever seen any car do. And like, I'd have lost you. All right, cool. I'm literally installing graphics drivers, so I might drop in and out.
Doing something that silly with,
Because
16 minutes left in the campaign.
Because I was reminded by my thing that I was almost a year out of date on my drivers, and that seemed like a problem I should resolve.
That's
Anyway,
not too bad. Breeze was like over a year out of date on his Windows update.
I was like 300.
So we got 15 minutes left to go. Let's fill it with not car.
Wait,
talk
hold
and-
on. But the car transforms. That's the important part.
But can the car combine?
Probably.
If you really put the effort in, I'm sure it could. So, in any case, so the one other thing that I wanted to go over real quick.
Something just happened.
Oh, okay. What happened?
What? Oh, wow. Yeah, something just.
Fucking button. Wait, is he trolling me?
What?
No way. Somebody just took the $700 tier.
No way.
Wait.
Everybody goes silent.
Oh my god.
There's no way.
Someone just took.
There's no way. I know him. He's very, very much a fan of ours, but I wonder if that's gonna stick or if he's just like screwing around.
He went for the archivist?
15
Yeah.
Joe, we are at 52,255.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to buy him a dinner at Gen Con, I suppose. That's awesome.
Thing at the end, so maybe
we're $250 off from another stretch goal.
I wonder if he's gonna have
Surprise!
like filet mignon. Buy him like every piece of filet mignon and sushi in Indianapolis. Maybe he's gonna like go with it.
Actually, that was making sure we had a theme song was one of the things we spent some key development money on.
But what's the unofficial theme song?
All right, so that's a thing.
The unofficial theme song is just the G Gundam theme song, actually.
Sung by Breeze.
So I'm checking my cache. So far I'm not seeing. He notify us? Did he tell us? Tony.
Is his name Tony?
Well, he's not going to be able to take it back in 15 minutes. So yeah, we're 250 away from the next stretch goal. All right, this is excellent.
That's something.
That's a thing.
Sarah's like, what's going on?
I'm like incredulous right now. I wonder if like he and his friends like all pulled their pledges out, and we're just like, we can just get like 5 copies of the game if we just back at $700. And I guess that's definitely a thing.
I mean, kind of.
Where is
tried
that
to do
original Gen Con prototype?
Well, okay, so now man, Tony can get whatever the hell he wants forever.
That's amazing.
That's
12
cool.
minutes remaining. Can we make the
12
remaining
minutes
40?
remaining. We $240.
Shocking news! The last second.
Okay. Spam! Everyone, spam Twitter.
Man, the social media stations.
Ah,
That's we need literally 3 backers at $79. And that's assuming how many slots are left for the $79 tier? The answer is enough. All right, kill.
19. Oh, we have 421 backers of the deluxe box at the moment. That's just
Yeah, it's basically just like that one and the old one are just supposed to add up to 500 because that's the max number. So
I understand.
that's 3 backers.
Ooh. We're almost there. 11 minutes remaining. Why did Rios's thing go over here? Okay. So anything else Aegis related we want to fill the last 10 minutes with? Start blasting final
Backers.
countdown. Will
We
this
want to fill the last
No.
10 minutes with backers.
no, fight the power.
Okay, yeah, Libera me from hell. No, that's for the final 5 minutes, Emily.
I wish I could fiddle with tabletop sim.
What do you mean?
I don't own tabletop sim, so I can't like look at cards and stuff.
You should buy tabletop sim.
Emily,
Well, it's too late now.
worthwhile program. Get the tabletop sim.
It's every game. It's like a platform. It's ridiculous.
I swear, some of the
That
mods
is
I
true.
have on here, like, some of these are very in-depthly made.
I can't believe is Tony Hutton actually going to keep this? Is he actually going to keep that pledge in there? I love him. I love you, Tony. Are you here?
Wherever you are.
How many Gurren logging gifts do we have? The 3-2 ass.
Hey, Tony. As many as GIF keyboard can give me.
Okay, I've got a very nice dynamic shot of this board right now. That'll get us those backers.
Manually remembering that Kickstarter is kind of bad. There we go. Like trying to type something basic. And let's see here.
So I'd just like to say, as soon as we hit the 5 minutes remaining mark, I am putting on Libera Me from Hell.
Do it.
We're going to fight the power all the way to the finish. Will we make it? Will we just give people the 52,500 stretch goal because of how close we are?
Probably. But man, we get 3 more backers. It all takes us 3 more backers at the deluxe box level.
7
get us-
minutes. Can we make it?
Is everyone spamming Facebook?
All it would take is someone buying 30 packs of dice.
Or
30 packs of dice, everybody.
25 packs of dice. Not even 20.
Only 25.
4 packs of dice. We will make this. I've been measuring our distance to stretch goals past few days in a pack of dice. Question is, can we get flagged for playing Libera Me from Hell on Twitch? Because if so, this entire video will not be able to go up to YouTube.
Oh no! Just play a remix of it.
I don't know any good remixes.
Liberi Me from Slam.
Okay, fine. Do we really, but that doesn't have the Ro Fight the Power part.
Should. Power.
Oh, I'll Libera myself from hell. Persona 4 Gurren Lagann mix. There we go. That's what we need in our life. Whoa, we only need about 160 now.
Oh, we got one backer. Need 2 more.
Okay, can we do this?
It's Robot New Year's.
We need one more.
We need 1 more backer. Yes. I'm so excited.
Are you? Do you have the stretch goal image ready to put up? Breeze,
Got it.
do your final edits because we have 5 minutes.
Get those last check marks.
Check marks, Breeze, stat.
Aren't you glad you get to update this image one more time?
Well,
Emily, quickly, I need you to open something.
Oh no, God. Right.
Never
What
mind.
can I do?
Trying to remember. Is there anywhere our backers should find us? They're on our website. I'm putting links on the page right now that will live on this page forever, so it's probably very important. I have a feeling I'm missing a major one, but I don't think so.
I mean, if Robot Strategy Game will live on forever, that's the most important one.
It loops back to this page.
Or have it linked back to Zephyr Workshop's website?
Our Twitch is important.
Is it possible to spectate in a tabletop sim? I don't know if there's a spectator-only mode.
You pretty much just have to
I think if you are in Tabletop Simulator, you can be a spectator, but there's nothing stopping you from being a regular player as well. Yeah, but I don't think there's a way for like as a host, I don't think I can say like, oh, spectators are welcome or something like that. It's just a option once you're already in the room.
One more backer.
One more backer to round it out. Come on, guys. Let's go. So one of you has to have a friend who wants to give us money. 2-5.
We did it.
Well, not necessarily. We might,
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Woo!
When we used the most, he appeared.
Thank you for the clutch.
Good game.
I can't believe that's so good.
GG.
2 minutes to edit.
Player of the game goes to Port Ponky.
Alright, let's see here.
It doesn't care about other strategy games.
1 minute to go.
Saving.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. It's I feel like everything in my life comes down to a moment like this.
Cut the red wire. The red wire.
Alright, I think I saved it. And I don't think anything got broke. Anyway. So I just need to replace the header image.
60 seconds.
Why does Kickstarter do this? Why doesn't it just let you edit the campaign afterwards?
50 seconds.
I feel like this is like actual torture. Oh, what's that? You weren't fast enough? Too bad. Your campaign lives with nothing.
Go, Breeze, go. It's like Double Dare.
30 seconds.
Header image finish.
20 seconds.
Ah!
We're gonna have to do the Robot New Year's, guys. 10, 9,
9,
8,
8,
7,
6,
5,
5,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Oh!
It's over.
Got there, motherfucker!
Thank you.
Does it show up? Does it say thank you?
Yeah, it says thank you.
Alright!
You did it in the last second.
The most stressful
Please.
part of the whole campaign, everybody.
Breeze, you did it.
52503.
You got there.
Final
got
number.
We got there.
You got there. Yeah. Tony.
Oh, for the record, it is saying you can
Tony.
customize the page afterwards.
Can you? Because I don't think we can.
You touch the main page, it tells you you did it. Customize your page, update your story, direct fans to your work, and lets you hit get started button.
Okay, thank God. Because
Needless
okay.
pressure.
I guess we couldn't do it last time because I wasn't like the admin of the campaign.
I
Yeah,
mean,
okay,
probably.
good.
I'm not either, but it's giving me the option, so I think it's just because like we didn't. I don't know.
It might also lock you out after a period of time.
Yeah.
Which is also a very Kickstarter thing to do.
Oh, and it
What's
makes
that?
sense. Like, I have no idea what the actual lockout period is, but I could see like saying, okay, after 30 days, we don't want you to update the main page because people might just delete all the stuff and pretend that they never did a Kickstarter or something.
Well, yeah, no, that's if that makes sense on that regard because yeah, you don't want like somebody going back to their Kickstarter and like blanking a promise or something. But
Yeah.
like Jesus, I think they'll just have it like administrator approved because how often would that even happen? But anyway, Kickstarter woes regardless, we did it. All right, who are our final backers? We got L Warble. We got Port Ponky for the clutch. Before that, we have L Warble, and before that, we got Cal. We got him. Actually, no. What got us there? Clutch backer number 3 was actually Mr. Jonathan, the Void Dragon, who is one of our $300 backers. He added an extra box for his friend.
Awesome.
L Warble. I wish I knew who L Warble was, but I am their biggest fan. And then, of course, Sport Punky coming in at the last minute
Clutch, the final
and
backer
slam
of the
dunking us
campaign.
across the finish line. For a reason, I'm very, very glad. I'm glad we met.
I'm glad we bumped into each other at GDC.
Like the raddest person at GDC. This is so good. And finally, I get to finish my breakfast.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I just
God.
imagined it was just like the breakfast you had before this thing started.
Where's my goddamn oatmeal? Oh my god.
And they're gonna sleep for like 3 years, hopefully.
3
Not
days,
literally.
3 years.
3 days.
Can I hibernate for the summer?
Good job, Reese. I'm glad we even needlessly put pressure on you to finish the Kickstarter right then.
I mean, I was needlessly putting pressure on myself. So
Problem
I
is,
get to
can't
turn.
see the new page because this "you did it" thing keeps popping up.
You did it.
I get to stop all of our ads from bleeding my bank account,
Nah.
and that's
keep them
good.
going.
Keep the ads going.
Yeah. A reminder. Don't forget, people can back after the fact once we put the pledge manager up, so you know. Probably
It's
just gonna
true.
keep those ads going for the next 4 months. Very quiet.
Excitement for 1 year.
It's here.
Robot Scott says, sorry, 3-2 says Evangelion parody goes here, and Scott says everyone should just go type congratulations into the comments.
Congratulations. You won.
Congratulations.
One last Evangelion meme.
So, guys, that is the campaign.
We did it, boys.
Thank you so much for sticking with us through that. And we are looking forward to getting this game actually out to you guys.
Oh, it is
I heard.
interesting. Apparently, it might be legal to challenge people to a duel soon in Canada.
This is the first thing we talk about.
This is important.
This
This is
important to my lore.
for Canadians that soon it will be legal.
Next week, can I challenge my sister to a duel while we're on the boat?
It's a good. I mean, if you're on a boat, maybe you can get out to international waters, and then everything's legal.
No, we'll just be going up the coast, probably. So.
I mean, you can take over the boat, drive it out, and then it's not illegal that you took over the boat. That's how that works.
I don't know. Some people might take offense to that.
I mean, who cares? You're in international waters now. It's legal.
Free Sport Punky demands a vehicle for his memes.
Yeah.
Also, that's not how international waters work.
There we go. See, wouldn't work anyway.
Tab's open right now. I need to find the Twitch page.
Did you know that Canada only outlawed dueling in the mid 1900s?
Canadians are too polite to shoot each other anyway.
There were only around 300 total dueling incidents in Canada between the 1600s and 1948.
Yeah, it's Canada.
That's fantastic, though. The last time someone died in a duel was 1838. Among the other things that are now no longer criminal offenses are advertising a reward for the return of stolen property, no questions asked. Possessing, printing, distributing, or publishing crime comics. Publishing blasphemous libel. Fraudulently pretending to practice witchcraft. And issuing trading stamps.
All right, Kylo, why is actually I don't even know if why isn't the board at a dynamic angle?
Because
You're making people look at that awful composition during our finest moment. What is wrong with you?
No, I think I reset that after the finest moment, actually. So see, it's fine.
It's too dynamic.
So dynamic. It has to be dynamic. Where did Genevieve? Where's my dynamic?
Dynamic intern.
No, the when she was making team emojis for us the other day, and I wanted one of mine to say it's dynamic because it's something dumb that I say.
I mean, we could also just make something for you that says Rondo.
Yeah, just say Rondo in quotation marks, and that's also good.
If only you could do custom text.
I wish I could access the Kickstarter page, but it keeps giving me the "You Did It" screen.
Congratulations.
There we go. Yeah, so Breeze, you can definitely do edits after the fact. At least some of it.
That's good. I wish I knew that before. I would have made the old page look a lot less awful than it does with all that final week stretch goal stuff on top. Whatever. It makes our new campaign look better by comparison. I wonder if there's a is there a cooldown? Do we know if there's a cooldown on edits? Like
I'm not going to try it out now and accidentally put us into a cooldown. That sounds silly.
that's true. Yeah. Maybe as soon
enough angle for you, Breeze?
Yeah, I think maybe as soon as you interact with that screen, maybe then it goes into the cooldown. I'll need to consult the Kickstarter gods.
Needs another robot card on there.
I want to know who is the person, who is the other person besides Bert Punky? L. Warble. Who are you? I don't know what went on here, but it looks like this person backed like 30 Kickstarters in the last 20 minutes.
Wow.
One of us, we were one of those Kickstarters, and it was great. So
Yeah, just wow.
Warble the benefactor. Apparently just getting all the Kickstarters to where they need to be.
Who's ready to like sleep for a weekend?
I have things I have to do this weekend.
You don't have to be awake for them. Sleepwalk.
I should probably be awake because some of them involve driving, and I think that it is illegal to drive while sleeping.
That's fair.
Or Punky. See. Oh yeah, that's right. I keep blanking out on what I was doing. It's almost as if I am mentally fatigued. Um,
It's almost
let's
as if
check.
this was an exhausting month.
God.
I couldn't imagine why. Yeah, so we started with a goal of 16.2k, and we ended with 52.5.
With your new spotlight page, you can. Oh yeah, now I know what the spotlight page is for because you can edit like. I know you can edit the top part, full big splash image, and you can edit like the button. So if you ever put up pre-orders or buy now, you can change the page at that point. So that's cool. I can't access the comments because this thing keeps popping in the way, and I don't want to press the button yet.
Click get started. It doesn't actually change anything.
Oh, okay.
I clicked it, and it's fine.
So page theme. I can go to menu. Can I edit page? Oh, okay. So I can't edit the actual page, but I can edit everything above the page.
Well, it's
So
good
like
you
if
got
I
the
wanted,
graphic updated.
huh?
Good thing you got the stretch goal graphic updated.
Yeah. I got everything. I think I got like everything in. I had to like do some stuff. The Kickstarter page looks like a war zone. It's like so much stuff has been updated. Flashing graphic designs. Whatever. We got there, champs. Yep, 52.5. Very happy. Very, very happy with where we at. Almost 500 comments from the coolest folks alive. Let's give them a say hi. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Whose mic is quiet? Poor Bonky.
Sarah said that you were quiet earlier, but you've been sounding okay to me, so I don't know.
But are you listening to the stream? For you see, the audio level here is different than the audio level in the stream.
Oh, that is true.
So it is possible.
Okay, so my mic is the quiet one. I don't know why. That seems to be a common complaint, but I don't have any way of fixing it because my audio capture is as high as it can go on here. So that is interesting.
There's some way of doing it, but I can't remember.
Is that any better?
So that's fine. Yeah, I noticed that the other day when we were streaming. So I don't know. I just assumed that you weren't sitting close enough to the mic or something.
I wear a headset.
Brian Fox, we did it.
Have you considered putting the headset into your mouth? There's still a good chance that you're not sitting close enough.
It's literally curved in front of my face.
Is it?
And now you're very loud.
Now I'm very loud?
So yeah, I think maybe your mic is just being a goof, and maybe it's bad.
There's no helping you people. No pleasing you people. So I think we are going to wrap up this stream soonish. So like we can start planning out next steps and go collapse for like a day.
Like I said, I'll have a final update up for you. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Whenever Breeze
Doing
wakes
a
up
good-
and finishes his breakfast.
doing a good go. Yeah, we're gonna do a good go over of to come, where everything's at, and how long things will take to do. I'll try to then I'll outline what the big schedule is gonna be over the next few months, and it's gonna be great. And we're not going anywhere. We're very, very easy to get in contact with. Hit us up anywhere: Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, email, message me on Kickstarter, friend me on Facebook. Don't care. I'm happy to be friends with any fans. So and it'll be very.
So it looks like the archivist tier was actually taken.
Yeah,
with
it was.
15
And I'm
minutes
about
left
to.
in the
I'm actually
campaign.
digging through my old text messages right now. His number and be like, what? All right. So yeah, we're wrapped. See you guys. The next public appearance we make will be, I don't know, what's today? Friday? Yeah, well, we're all gonna do the usual Wednesday stream next week, and I'll be doing some art streams and stuff. I'll try to outline a good time for those.
And we'll try and get the robot anime list out to people soon.
Yes. We did. Oh, and I won't keep up my end of the bargain. It is now a 25 robot list, and I'm gonna see if we can get some data analytics.
Yeah,
Boost the bar graph.
we'll try and pull together some data. I need somebody to give me some data first because I don't feel like getting it. But I will happily throw together some numbers and some metrics for you. There is quite a bit of chat about getting that robot anime list. So, do we have an ETA on when we'll be launching that?
What is it?
The Twitch chat is asking about the anime list. Do you actually have
God.
a concrete ETA?
We don't have a concrete launch date for the robot list yet. As Miyamoto once said, a thing that's rushed to release is bad forever, but a thing that's delayed, something like that. So we're going to take the robot list very, very seriously. It's definitely the game development is going to take a definitely going to take a backseat to that over the next few months because I'll be working very intensely on the robot list.
Yeah.
Port Ponky, you will get your anime list, don't worry.
I'm glad that we're half an hour, not even, past funded, and we've already pushed our first estimated delivery from this month to several months from now for the thing that's already done.
We might readjust that further once we've gotten some sleep and remember that time is actually a concept.
Construct.
Okay, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out for our end of Kickstarter extravaganza.
All right.
Congratulations, everybody.